Welcome, everybody, into the Echo Arena Season 6 EU pre-show. I almost said post-show. We're not there yet. We're just at the start of what is going to be an exciting postseason here. My name is Nightfire with 2 E's. I'm joined by my fantastic co-casters on the desk, Money, Mitch, and Cy Chaotic. Money, I'll start with you. We're in for some good games today, but just your initial excitement. How are you feeling today as we do get ready to go into the EU series today?
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. We're coming into the finals now of,
yeah.
I mean, these teams have been playing for how many weeks now? They've been playing non-stop, back-to-back, 2 games a week. And now this is what they've been working towards. It's
a long road, Cy. I mean, we're talking about 12 weeks of regular season gameplay here that these teams have been putting in. And we now are looking at the top 8 teams that are going to be playing out here. This is going to be the best of the best dueling it out. So we got to be in store for some good Echo, right?
100%. You know, EU being on the ladder this season, every week matters, right? You know, you take a couple weeks off or you slack a couple of weeks, that really can impact you when you don't have that safety net. So these are going to be the best of the best, and I am so stoked to see them.
For those that maybe don't even know what you're tuning into today, this is Echo Arena. It is a 4 versus 4 combination of sports is the best way of describing it. Hockey, basketball, anything that you can imagine. Passing a disc in 0G gravity, trying to score goals is a best of 3 rounds, and we have a big tournament that, like we've been saying, it has been culminating for 12 weeks. We're going to be diving into the double elimination bracket today, and so that means that we do have a series of games in store here. It's multiple channels where we'll have games 2 and 4, Astronomic and Fireballs, Fire Entrance, and Team Gravity on this channel right here, twitch.tv/VRMasterLeague, also live on Facebook, YouTube, and Meta Horizon Worlds. And then we'll also have a other stream live that will have Blast, Koi, and Scuffed and Nothing to Lose. And those will be the first 2 games on both channels. This channel will then follow that loser's bracket. And so we have a lot of games set up here this afternoon. You can see the stream schedule here. And again, we're going to be live on Meta Horizon Worlds. So you do want to be sure, if you do have a Quest or a Quest 2, that you download Meta Horizon Worlds, you put that headset on, and you can watch these games inside VR on a giant screen. I mean, Sai, I don't know if you've tried it, Money. I don't know if you guys have tried Meta Horizon Worlds or gotten into venues. I mean, for me, I think it's almost maybe even the preferred way to watch because it feels like I'm at a live event. You know, like you're there to able to socialize with other people. Money, I mean, what's your experience using venues?
Yeah, that's it, 100%. But also, it feels like an upgrade from when you're watching with Twitch. Your engagement with other viewers is just a little chat box to the side.
Yeah.
When you're in venues, like you're physically sat with other people, and you really get that element of like, oh yeah, I'm watching this game with some people, maybe your mates that you brought in, or just people you met. I was in there. I was watching the Challenger Cup for NA last week, and that was my experience. I was just meeting other people that were equally as excited about the games we were watching.
Yeah, and talking about the games, we do have the first, I want to kind of talk about these teams and the games we have coming up here. And so let's start with Blast and Koi. Sai, Blast seems to be one of, if not the favorite for this whole tournament.
Yep, 100%. Blast has, put on quite the performance week after week after week, and you have got to look out for those stacks. That is what they are most dangerous and most known for, those stacks and the passing plays. They are, dare I say, the favorite coming into this tournament. Not to say that they are untouchable, but Blast is the team to watch for.
Yeah, and I mean, Money, Blast going up against Koi, the 8 seed here, coming into this region. That's obviously going to be a tough challenge to kick things off, but Koi is a seasoned team. Do you think there's any chance there for them?
Yeah, well, Blast are veterans as well. They've been playing for a long time, but so is Koi. Koi have been around for a while, and they know how to play at that top level. They've been doing it for a while now, and like they're just not new to this. There's the stereotype of EU teams being focused on their stat play, playing that double stack, and that's what Koi are incredibly proficient at. And I'm sure that's what we'll see a lot of today.
Awesome. That game is going to be live over on twitch.tv/Echo Arena _VRML. You can catch that action over there. But the next game that we're going to talk about, Astronomic and Fireballs. This one kind of a toss-up, I would say, in some ways. Although, Astronomic, I'm curious, Money, on your thoughts on them as a team overall. How are they going to square up in their first matchup today?
Astronomic are an interesting one because we just spoke about Koi and Blast being more like veteran teams. Astronomic are new. So this is, I think it's only the past couple seasons they've been around for. A few roster changes as well. But these are it's a new cohort, like Quest 2 era of players that have come around, and they've just gone through their trials and tribulations to the point where they're now competing in finals. It's a really interesting place for them to be and to see them competing.
Sai, your thoughts on Astronomic and then Fireballs also, kind of the wild card, I feel like, today.
Yeah, excuse me. I can't say I'm as familiar with Astronomic, though I do recognize the names, and I know that they are going to be a force to be reckoned with today. Fireballs has just kind of been a personal favorite of mine for a couple of seasons now. You've got GB, you've got Zeta, you've got Gracchus. I love watching them play, and I'm sure, if number 5 coming in against number 4, that should be an electric matchup no matter which way it swings.
Yeah, that game is where we're going to be starting here on this channel, so do be sure to tune in for that matchup. That'll be live in about 14 minutes from now, so do be sure to stick around, and you don't want to miss that action. Next, Scuffed and Nothing to Lose, and Sai, I'll start here with you on Scuffed. Another team that sort of seems to be a favorite, this 2 seed, maybe a team that could contest Blast if they were to go up against them. What do you think about them as a squad going up against Nothing to Lose in their first matchup?
I think this is an incredibly powerful squad. Speaking about Scuffed, they have been around the league for so long. They've been master for multiple seasons now. They are no strangers to how this game works, and they are, if anybody's going to give Blast a run for their money, I think it's going to be Scuffed. That said, I spoke about Blast earlier. They are the team to beat here. They are the team, a lot of people's favorites, both in and out of the arena. So it's going to be very interesting to see how that collides going into finals.
Yeah, and I'm just going to beam into production if we can get another look at that bracket. We may not even see Scuffed versus Blast until deep into the bracket because of where they are sorted right now. Scuffed going up against Nothing to Lose. They're in that lower portion. You can see Fire Entrance and Team Gravity at the bottom there. Blast and Koi are at the top, and so we may not even see these two teams face off until the semifinals. And Money, do you think maybe we're looking too far ahead here, but is Scuffed and Blast something that could happen, or is Nothing to Lose going to be able to contest Scuffed in this first matchup?
We don't want to, what's the term? We don't want to cast the curse it. We don't want to make too many predictions, but you could be along the right lines. They're both very likely to do well in this tournament, so let's see how it lines up.
Absolutely. In our last matchup, that matchup will be the second game on twitch.tv /Echo Arena _VRML. In our last matchup, our second game that'll be live here, Fire Entrance versus Team Gravity. Fire Entrance seems to be kind of almost a dark horse here today, but they're the third seed. I mean, Money, do you think that they're going to be able to come out against maybe a fan favorite in Team Gravity?
Yeah, Fire Entrance are a really interesting one. But we just don't know much about them. They've kind of formed quite last minute. They've come along, they've secured their spot in finals, and they're a real wild card in terms of what they could do. They could just really disrupt things and find themselves winning against Gravity. But
do you think that's the reality, or is Gravity going to be able to rely on their experience? I mean, we're talking about a 4-time champion here.
We're talking about a 4-time champion, but we're also talking about major roster changes, which is always going to affect the play style and the level of a team. That said, that is not a dig at Gravity at all. I have enjoyed season after season watching Viatrix lead his squad on the field. But like you said, Fire Entrance is going to be that dark horse, and it's going to be interesting to see those two teams go up against each other. You've got the newer blood taking on the giants that are Team Gravity. I don't want to caster's curse it, so knock on wood. I think we're still going to see Gravity come out on top, but I am looking forward to the fight that we will see from Fire Entrance.
Yeah. And again, that'll be the second team. That'll be the second game that'll be live here. We have two more matchups after that. We'll be going down into the losers bracket on this channel. But we got to start getting ready for the games. And so one last look at the stream schedule here this afternoon. Do be sure to stick around. It is 4 of maybe the best games that you could watch today. Technically 8 if you have both streams up, which I do recommend. I think we also, and so do not miss out on the action here this afternoon. But that's going to be it for us here on the pre-show desk. Again, a shout out to my co-hosts, Money, Mitch, and Cy Chaotic. Appreciate you both for your insightful thoughts here in today's games, and can't wait to get into Echo Arena Season 6 EU semifinals. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, games are going to be starting.
Hello, guys. Welcome back. My name is MoneyMitch26, and I'm here with Psyker. We're getting ready for our first match here. I believe we've got a couple of minutes before we go into this. Psyker, how are you feeling about this first matchup?
Man, I am so excited. We were just talking on the pre-show about this match, Astronomic versus Fireballs, and what we could be expecting. Like, I'm not going to cash this curse it. I'm knocking on wood. Don't you worry. Fireballs has been a personal favorite of mine for a while, but I also recognize how electric that roster is over there on the side of Astronomic, and they are going to be the dark horse coming into this match. So I'm so excited. Mitch, what do you think we're going to see?
Well, what are we going to see? I'm tongue-tied because I was going to say something really interesting. I've got a bit of a fun fact about this team, Astronomic. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, then yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Share all of the fun facts.
Yeah, you ready? Okay,
yeah,
so
I'm ready.
You see this player, Memento Mori. Have you heard of that player?
I have heard of Memento Mori before.
Okay, but this player plays like phenomenal player, probably one of the top in EU, like top 10 players. Phenomenal. And you'll see that today. But they play completely mute.
No.
Zero comms. Zero comms.
Seriously?
Not even joking. Relies on just being able to see other players and like hand signals or whatever, or just communicates visually and through like sound effects and things like that. And is ranking like one of the top players, and you'll see it today.
I mean, I'm sure we will see it today. I've had the pleasure of casting Memento Mori before, and I've always been impressed. But that is something else because, you play, I play. We all know that communication is so important in this game to find your stack partners, find your pass options, call out, what level of pressure you're at. And for a player to have such high game sense that they can, compete at this level without that level of communication, that is mind-blowing.
Have you come across that at all anywhere else, perhaps in North America? Are there any players that you're aware of that can compete like that?
I cannot say I know any players that compete without talking, compete mute. Obviously late night pubs, I see plenty of players that, have their mic off. They're probably listening to music or whatever. But in a competitive setting like this, no, I cannot think of another player capable of doing that. So I will definitely have my eye on Memento Mori today.
I mean, it just points to how good the chemistry is on the side of Astronomic, that the other teammates can work with that, and they make it work very well to the point where they're getting into finals and having a match like this. But you've already said that you've got a bit of a soft spot for Fireballs. Do you want to talk about that? What you're looking forward to seeing?
Man, I'm just looking forward to seeing them play a great game. Every time I've had the pleasure of casting them or interacting with them across Discord, they've just always been fun, in my opinion, and you can tell that they're having fun whenever they play, and that's what I love to see, when I'm watching these games. I am being corrected from Lulz and Fire Ninja. Jiggy is a bit quiet over here in NA, probably absolutely not to the same level as Memento Mori, but gotta give credit where credit is due. Jiggy is very quiet.
So talking about Fireballs as well, this is one of my favorite stacks, probably in the game, like worldwide, is Zyder, VR Zyder, and Hyper. These guys, they've been playing on it. I think Hyper joined the roster a couple of seasons back, but their chemistry is just phenomenal. You'll see it. It's phenomenal how they read each other's minds, and when they're stacked, they're glued to each other and just constant back-to-back assists.
Okay, Mitch, I have a question for you then. I don't know if you know off the top of your head. How long have they been playing together on the same roster?
I want to say, if not a season and a half, then 2 seasons. They built that kind of chemistry.
Exactly. And that's where that power comes from, in that chemistry factor. We see a lot of teams, make some roster changes between seasons or even during the season. But the chemistry factor that comes from playing together for a long time cannot be understated. As you just said, that ability to get together and read each other's minds, read those bounces, read where you're going, whatever your target is so valuable in this game, especially, and correct me if I'm wrong, especially in EU meta that relies a lot more on that stack movement.
Yeah, it does. A part of me is annoyed that that's the stereotype, that all EU teams are just, it's kind of a backhanded compliment. Oh yeah, you're really good at stacking, but that's all you do. You don't pass.
No, that's definitely not all that they do, but like having that in their toolbox is very, very valuable is all I'm getting at.
It's true. It's definitely a trend. That's definitely the style we're seeing. But anyway, do you want to take us into this first round?
Oh man, would I love to. Guys, it starts right here, right now. EU Finals for Season 6 kicks off right here, and away we go. That first touch going to go to the Fireballs as VR Zeta picks that one up and sends it up to Hyper. Hyper just outside the bubble, moving off the go, sending this one across the bubble, looking for that bounce pass over there to VR Zeta, and finds him. Now back to Hyper just outside the bubble, sending this one in, looking for that GB cut. One more, no! Stunned out. That will not work out for them as that goes careening out of the bubble and ends up back into the hands of Zeta. The Fireballs are not done yet. Back now into the hands of Gracchus, doing some moves, trying to keep it away from that pressure, but opts for the reset to reset the Fireballs once again.
This is a very aggressive start for Fireballs. They're doing very well maintaining this possession here as they are just losing the disc there. HM getting a hand on that and clearing that very deep into the half of Fireballs. But Fireballs find themselves in possession again. This is Gracchus passing out to the right side where he should have a stack collecting it. He does. Zyda picks this up, sends it forward, and I believe the stack got stunned out there. The defense is on point as HM gets back, but it's not enough as Zyda fancies their chances and tries to put that in.
Yep, they're trying, but they will not find the success there. Not yet, at least, as this bounces around in mid. Back into the hands of Memento Mori, who sends this one over now to HM. HM under a little bit of pressure there from Gracchus, sends this one back to Halo. It is Halo, yes. Halo at the popcorn sends this one over now to Ruskin in the mid. It looks like we're seeing a slow, controlled game right now from this squad. You love to see it as Halo gets this one on the boot, but stunned out, and the stack is quick to capitalize as they send this one on through. Can they read it? Coming off that bounce off the wall. No, it's going to be Memento Mori there instead, sending it right back up where it came from.
Yeah, it's worth noticing there hasn't been a goal until right now as Halo puts that in, assist by Memento Mori there. Astronomic find themselves 2-point up despite having minimal possession there. Fireballs were all over them, but Astronomic put up quite a defense.
Yep, I think, Fireballs maybe, call it nerves, call it, just getting into the game, getting warmed up, whatever it is. They were in and around the bubble. They weren't able to capitalize yet, but they had those opportunities, and I know they will see success in the future. Let's see, though, how they handle this first joust advantage as GB pauses at the bow. That stack is lurking. Here they come, barely getting that pass off over to VR Zeta. Zeta looks to send this one across, but oh no, off the Geo instead and picked up by Hyper, getting there first, saving the day before sending this one up to Gracchus. Under pressure, flings this one forward for the waiting stack, but that's going to go off a Geo as well, but it's okay. Zeta back on the scene, gets this one picked up and sent into the bubble where it will bounce into the hands of Ruskin, looking for that pass to HM. HM looks like they're shifting to a pass style here, sends this one over for Halo, but instead it is going to bounce off the Pac-Man up high into the hands of VR Zeta for the Fireballs once again. No! Oh my goodness, as I say that, stolen away after the attempted clear, and it looks like Astronomic will have another go at this one. Down low in the bubble, picked up by Memento, back over to HM, and HM will get it done. That's another 2 on the board here for Astronomic.
Here we have it, Astronomic proving why they're in finals here. They are showing that they can compete at this level. They're just giving them one little chance to make it work quite quickly once they have that advantage. But here we are with Fireballs preparing to come out now on their second defensive joust. The GB picks this up, gets over to the left side with Hyper. Hyper moving low in the arena, trying to find a pass low in Baddie. He finds it with Zeta. Zeta moves it over to Gracchus, who takes their time on the half of Astronomic, looking for the angle which may come up here as his teammates do move up. He just has one little slip, drops it, and unfortunately Memento Mori cleared this forward. Unfortunate for Fireballs. However, Zyda finds themselves in possession again, resetting it back to GB, who moves in, finds a pass over and shoulder with Hyper. Hyper fancies their chances, they move in. Oh my! Hyper! Oh my!
Hyper with the flare there, doing the 360 off the backboard to put in the first 2 points for Fireballs. He has gotten them on the board, and now they have cut the lead down to just 2 points with plenty of time left on the clock. Let's see now how Astronomic handles this first joust advantage of the round for them. It's going to be Halo firing this one through. No, read by Zeta. Zeta looks to send it right back in, but Halo recovers and gets the interception, sending this one up now, looking for that bounce up to HM, but Zeta on the scene once again, sends it to Hyper. Hyper looking for Gracchus, but actually bounces all the way out into the hands of Zeta. Zeta under pressure goes for this quick reset, but no, the stack is there first for Astronomic. They break that up. This is another opportunity, an open goal. HM fires, and oh, so close, but off the back wall and into the hands of Zeta instead.
Yeah, this is very aggressive coming in from Astronomic now. They're seeing those angles and they are fancying their chances. HM attempted that long shot here. Here we have Memento Mori passing over to Halo. Halo moving into the bubble, ducking, diving, throwing, putting that in. That's 2 more points for Astronomic, finding themselves 4 points ahead in this game.
Oh my goodness. Reading the public reaction to how this is going down, I think the crowd expected something different, but we'll see though. Let's see if that continues. Here comes Fireballs down by 4. It's going to be GB as the QB, working this one forward, trying to keep it away from the stack, but can't keep it away from the defender. Oh my goodness. From half court, that's going off the ding ring, now into the hands of Memento Mori. Mori losing it there to Hyper, breaking it apart, but it is not enough to get the possession just yet. It requires a little bit of help there from VR Zeta, who sends this one through for the cross clear, or at least attempts to. It's a bit back and forth here in the mid, but Zeta is back on it, keeping it away from this incoming pressure. He's forced to fire, but with the goalie home, that's an easy save, and HM sends this one away.
Zyda picking up again now in the middle. He's stacked up with his teammate, and Zyda throws this forward. I don't know if that worked out the way they wanted it to, but it does work out now because GB picks this up, passes it over to Zyda, who fancies their chance of taking that shot. But once again, Astronomic coming in with the solid defense there, clearing it out. And the disc finds itself in the middle of the arena with Zyda picking this up again. Self pass, we love it. Hyper clears his sound forward for an attempted double bounce shot, and Zyda was there to clean up. Beautiful.
Yeah, man, I've said it before and I will say it again. I am so impressed with Zyda's ability to be where he needs to be at the right time on defense or here on offense with that loose clear. He is just always where he needs to be, and it is so impressive. Let's see if it keeps up though, as Astronomic comes out for another joust advantage. Halo wasting no time, sends this to Mori. Mori finding that deep relay to HM. Looks like they're going to try to push the bubble where the stacks. This is a one-on-one. HM coming in with the cut over to Ruskin, but Hyper gets home. What a stun there to break up that play, and he'll send this one all the way through the tunnel.
That was a great read on the defense there, and here we are with Zyda again holding this, passing over to Gracchus, who takes the shot, and that is a clutch save in from Halo, who clears this out to the right side. And Astronomic have lost possession again because GB picks it up on the back line, as he has done a few times now. Hyper on shoulder, passing over to his teammate Zyda, who can't quite get the in. GB picks this up again and takes a slow clear forward. Hyper now cleaning up, picking this up, taking their time, moving over to the right low side of the arena as he is challenged. Gets the pass over on wall to the player that was also challenged, and Gracchus forces the self goal there. That was lovely. Good effort by Gracchus there.
Oh my goodness, good effort indeed, and that's going to go in for the 2. We have got our first tied game here since we started at 6 apiece, and with 2.5 minutes remaining, man, we're getting down to the wire. It could come down to who scores last. Let's see though, as Halo picks this one up and sends it over. Oh no, that's a bad bounce. That's an opportunity if the Fireballs can get the stack together. There they are. It's VR Zyda in the right place at the right time, but not with the right shot, as that goes into the hands of Halo. However, clear is not going to be good. GB on the back line gets the interception here for the Fireballs as they set up once again.
Yeah, GB's having a great game on that back line, picking up those clears here, as he's just done it again, taking their time, waiting for the right moment to send that into Zyda, and Zyda does what he does best, diving into the bubble and putting that in, putting them up by 2 points. I believe it's the first time they find themselves in the lead in this first round with 2 minutes to go. Let's see if they can maintain that.
Yep, absolutely. Zyda denied that first time, but not again. That one was going in for the 2, and now the Fireballs has their first lead of the round. Let's see if they can hold on to it, though. Here comes Halo, this time playing much more slowly. Sends this one all the way through, looking for that high bounce, and will not connect with the teammate there. Fireballs is there on defense to break it apart. However, Memento Mori on the back line gets this interception with the handoff to Halo. Halo gets through Zyda, but forced to send this one over to Mori. Looks like Astronomic is trying to play controlled, but waits too long as Zyda gets another interception, looking for that cloud shot, I do believe, but instead that is going to bounce low into the bubble of Astronomic, where it will be picked up and cleared out by Memento Mori.
And HM finds himself in the position, going for that long shot again, but Zyda's back in time, and the defensive Fireballs are waking up here, doing a great job. They're 2 points ahead with just under a minute to go, but Astronomic are in possession. HM, the one that's been going for these long shots this whole game, is now moving into the arena, passing over to the left wall. We have Ruskin getting over to HM. HM moves this in for 2 points for Astronomic, equalizing the game here. It's 8-8.
Listen, it all comes down now to these final 30 seconds. I mean, it is basically going to be next score wins, or we'll be seeing an overtime, because with the 20 seconds between goals, there's about 10 seconds left of game clock effectively if somebody scores. It's going to be GB taking his time here, and that's going to do it. We're going to see one final goal or an overtime. There will no be any in between. Hyper sends this one over to Gracchus. Gracchus working his way into the bubble. No options up there with him. Looking for that cut over to Zeta. Zeta sinks it for the 2. It's going to be Fireballs taking round 1 in this match against Astronomic.
Wow. Wow, how about that, eh? Fireballs taking at the last second, getting that point and securing that lead in this first round. I've enjoyed how balanced this first round has been.
Yeah, it has been fantastic seeing this back and forth. You know, Astronomic came out so strong there in that first round, right? They had it. They went up by 4 points unanswered. They had much more control than what we were seeing from Fireballs. But at some point in that round, Fireballs they woke up. They were connecting on the passes more. They had better reads. The stacks were faster. They were able to get that comeback and then steal it in the final few seconds here in round 1.
Yeah, Fireballs, they have the fundamentals down, is what I wanted to say. Where, I mean, I pointed out a couple of times about GB on the backline, picking up those clears. They have this, like, you know, basic positioning down. They've got that. And when they execute that and then add the bit of flair like we saw with Hyper, quite early on, I can't remember which minute, Hyper scored a bit of a cheeky flare, whatever the word is. Great effort, slow bounce shot using the backboard. Yeah, if Fireballs just stack these things that they have down, they can have a bit of a runaway here.
Yeah, I think right now the momentum is in the favor of Fireballs right now, and as long as they can keep that going, they will see success coming into round 2. That said, it is not out of reach for Astronomic. In no way am I just fangirling right now for Fireballs. We have seen fantastic things from Astronomic so far. They've had some excellent possession going on in the midfield. They just need to get it down into the bubble and capitalize. Don't be afraid to drive on this Fireballs defense. You know, they've broken up several of these pass plays. You know, we'll see. But here we go into round 2. Mitch, how about you take it away?
Yeah, sure. Lights out and away we go. We have Zyda very quickly picking this up, getting over to Hyper, but beaten to it. We have Ruskin 06 fancying their chances with that long shot. They clear it down and the stack is there in position to pick this up, but beaten to it by the defense that come in just in time.
Yep, just in time. This one's going to get cleared all the way through. Oh my goodness, no, the stack misreads. Fireballs swooping in. It's VR Zeta on the scene first, picking that one up and sinking it in for the first 2 points of round 2.
Zyda's having a great game. Zyda's having a phenomenal game. I mean, the amount of possession they've had, but also the closing rate, the amount of shots that they've been putting in is really great to see. They're having a very good start to their final tournament. Here we have Halo getting this out. I believe that was a missed bounce, as this is now in the end of Astronomic, and Fireballs are looking dangerous here, picking this up, throwing it to a player they had sat underneath the goal. We have Zyda coming up and popping that into the pocket.
Yep. Listen, this is where Astronomic needs to be careful. Fireballs just had that electric win in round 1. They are now 1 minute in, already up by 2 goals. Yep, see, that is exactly what I was getting to. Now is where you take the time out. So many times I have seen teams take the time out way too late, you know, when it is already out of hand. This is where you take it right here. 1 minute into round 2, down by 4 points. They recognize that momentum is in the favor of Fireball. So here's where they stand, and they take a minute to figure out what's going on and how they fix it before it gets out of hand, because nobody wants to take the L in the first round of finals, right? As a double elimination tournament, you only get one loss, and losing this early is never a good thing. So I am so glad to see Astronomic taking this time out here. Very smart to recollect themselves, you know, get those stacks going, and figure out what they need to do to go into the rest of this round successfully.
And Astronomic, they seem to be taking this seriously. During this timeout, I can see there's a couple players just practicing their stacks. I mean, they're keeping warm. It's a very smart thing to do during a timeout like this. But as for what they can switch up, I mean, because we've only seen 12 minutes of, not even 12, 11 minutes of play so far, it's hard to give that depth of analysis of what they could switch out. I don't know if you've got any opinion already.
My only opinion, and I don't know how to fix it, I'm just pointing out what I notice, and then it's going to be up to the teams to fix it because these two players are far better than I am. But the joust is where things are breaking down. You know, we've seen once Astronomic is able to push through mid and get into the fireball zone, they've had much more success. But where they're struggling right now is getting it through the midfield, and that comes down to fireballs having insane stacks, insane reads. They're breaking up a lot of these plays, forcing interceptions, forcing the pressure that has allowed fireballs to force those turnovers and then capitalize on them very, very quickly. I don't know how you fix that, maybe running some tighter jousts, but whatever it is, they have got to find a way to get through mid on these jousts or the game will be decided there.
Yeah, that's a very fair analysis. So Fireballs' counter jousts they're known for being very good and causing situations where they're just scoring back to back, like 3 second, not a bit more than that, like 6 second goals, where they just read that first pass, pick that up, and they put it in. But as I'm talking away here, it looks like we're going back into this game. So, do you want to take us away, Psycho?
I would love to. Here comes Astronomic. Hopefully they've got a new fire in them coming out of this pause. Halo taking his time this time. You'd love to see that. Earlier we were seeing the fast passes that were intercepted, but it looks like Halo is happy to take his time here on the ceiling. The stack is lurking, but he finds his way all the way through to HM under that same pressure now in the trap area. Goes over across, looking to connect there with Ruskin. Quick pass back over to Memento Mori. Mori on the ceiling, looking back for Ruskin. He's under some pressure. That was dangerous, but it works as he gets the reset off to Halo. Halo now sends his own back. Oh no, taking a dangerous bounce on its way to HM. Instead, this looks like, yes, it will be a turnover for the Fireballs as Zeta sends this one on through.
Sent through and not quite picked up, and now it is. And there's a fight for it. Grackers comes out winning, passing this over to GB. GB finds their position on the back line and tries to get a pass forward. We had Hyper around the goal, but not in the position to receive it. We now have Halo looking to clear this out on the left side, but it doesn't quite go all the way through. But Memento Mori is there to ensure that it does. It's a loose this now on the end of Fireballs. Fireballs looking to clean up on the defense here, but they're not quite there because Memento Mori gets the stun advantage and finds themselves setting up with teammates all around the Fireballs end of the arena. This is now HM moving around the nest and taking that shot, but picked up in the goal by GB. What a save, clearing this out to the right side.
Yeah, that is a bold shot to be taking on a goalie like GB, but he gets the save, and now it looks like the Fireballs have an opportunity. Oh no, leaving the goal open there. That's not going in, and neither is that off the head of the teammate, but here comes Hyper, and Hyper, don't miss those from the backboard. That's going in for the two. Fireballs has extended their lead here, but I do want to note, Money Mitch, do you see that goal time right there? 1.5 minutes for that next score. I feel it shifting. Here comes Astronomic.
It could well shift now. But what happened there? Did this bounce out of the pocket? Is that what happened from my angle looking at? That was insane.
Yeah, it looked like just a crazy bounce there. The next shot off the teammate's head. It's unfortunate, but it happens, and they still capitalize in the end.
Okay, here we are with Astronomic with their backstack moving this forward, but the speed on the stack of Fireballs is just too fast as they pick that up and try and get it through. But Astronomic find themselves now in possession again. HM looking for the pass down on the right side. We have Halo moving into the bubble with one cut option, but doesn't need it. Slams that in. Slam dunk, 2 points. Their first 2 points in this second round.
Yeah, oh my goodness. Halo had the 2-on-1 there, and as you said, decided he was getting it done himself, and it works. Astronomic has found their first 2 points on the board here in this round, but with 6 minutes remaining, they're still down by 4. Let's see now how Fireballs handles this first joust advantage of the round. GB, as the QB, slows this one way down before sending it to Hyper on the wall. Hyper doing some moves here. Incoming sack pressure. No, waits too long. Memento Mori gets the pickup, gets the shot off, but no good. That is going to be a bit too high. However, yes, here comes Ruskin sending this one back to HM. HM eyeing up that low portion of the goal, and it's going in. That's another 2 points on the board for Astronomic.
Yeah, Astronomic, they do make the right decisions when there is an open goal. They are taking those shots, and they're also very good at cleaning up when it doesn't always work out. They can clean up and they can convert that into another shooting opportunity. They're climbing back up in the second round now. There's still well over 5 minutes. It's all to play for as GB comes out now, passing over to the right side. We have Zyda clearing this through, but not received by Grackers. It's intercepted by Ruskin, who clears it forward. They do have an Astronomic stack that's just split up to pick up this disc, and no one's picking it up right now as it crosses over all the way through the bubble. Memento Mori did get a hand on it, but Zyda on the defense gets beaten to it.
GB!
What was that? Was that HM taking an attempt and then GB saved it?
I think so. What a save there from the side of Fireballs. But they are not done yet because here comes Astronomic Part 2. Memento Mori driving this one in. And this time he don't miss. That's going into the low pocket. We are tied at 6 apiece.
Did you guys just see that? What Memento Mori 55 just did? Did you just the force he put in to that slam of a bottom pocket shot? And that was clean how it sat in the bottom. Wow, I just really want to highlight how awesome that was. But here we are with GB picking this up on the QB over to Zyda. Zyda challenge immediately, and that challenge was enough to throw him off as Astronomic find themselves in possession right now. It is even Stevens 6-6 with 4:20 to go. HM moves into the bubble, trying that, but they've got to learn that GB is a solid goalie. If you do any kind of basic shot or movement into the goal like that, GB is likely to pick this up as this is over to the clock. Past Memento Mori, who puts that in off the head of Hyper, I believe, forcing the self-goal.
Listen, I told you it was coming. That is 8 unanswered points from Astronomic right now to take the lead after going down 6-0 pretty early on in the round. Let's see if they can keep it going, though, because Fireballs is surely feeling the pressure now. GB wasting no time on that pass, sends it over to Hyper. Hyper gets through Halo, now working his way through the mid. Oh my goodness, almost waits too long, but does get this pass off. It's going to bounce up high, though, right into the hands of HM for Astronomic. He sends this one up to Halo just outside the tunnel. Halo, oh my goodness, is that a shot? Is that a shot? Off the back wall and in from 45 meters out. That's going in for the 3. Astronomic has extended their lead to 5.
Oh my goodness, 45 meters away. Halo puts that in. Wow, I'm a little speechless here.
I mean,
yeah, go on.
No, I'm just saying this is insane what we are seeing right now from Astronomic. They took that timeout early on, and though they gave up that next volley, they have been on a tear since. This is 11 unanswered points right now from Astronomic, and a smart decision coming through from Fireballs to take this timeout now, because now they are in the same shoes as Astronomic. They're down by 5 points, so still totally not out of reach yet. 3.5 minutes, still plenty of time. But you know, if you're Fireballs right now, you want to turn this round around. You want to win round 2 so that you can go, not go home, because obviously there's the rest of the tournament, but so you could call it a day here. They want this win early in round 1 of finals, but Astronomic is determined to send this to round 3, and they are doing all of the things necessary to make that happen. 11 unanswered points, man. I just cannot get over that, and especially that 3. The bow on top right now is so good, and Fireballs has got to figure out how they're going to handle this increased speed coming out of Astronomic right now.
You called it the bow on top. That the 3 at the end by Halo, assist by HM. That 45-meter long shot.
HM, my bad.
No, Halo took it. Halo took it, assisted by HM. No, you're good.
It's like I gotta give credit where credit's due. My bad.
I think that's. I don't know what the term is to be, but I think that's won the game for them. I mean, like the mental side of it. First of all, like scoring a 3 is pretty like demoralizing when you receive that. When a 3 goes in, because it's such like a hefty movement of the score in your direction. But also, they've attempted so many 3s in this game already, and for one of them to now actually hit, it just kind of adds that pressure. Yeah, we hit these, we take these, and we hit these.
Yep, absolutely. But here we go. 3 minutes left in round 2. It looks like Fireballs is going to attempt a stack play, but that is read by the Astronomic defense. HM sends this one through. Oh, I do believe looking for Ruskin, but it's going to find the hands of Zeta instead. Zeta on the cloud sends this one on through the tunnel, taking a really good bounce into the bubble. Can they read it? Yes, they can. GB from 6 meters out, 17 meters a second. That's going in for the 2, and we have got a 3-point game on our hands.
Clearly unfazed by the pressure that I was trying to articulate there. Fireballs don't care. They don't care. They will come back and they will score more points. They try and bring this back. They're looking to close this first match off in 2 rounds. They're fighting for it, and it's fully possible here as Astronomic coming out of their possession. Jazz Halo as the QB, getting it down to Memento Mori. Doesn't quite receive this, but it's okay because Rust King on the right side. Unfortunately beaten to it as Memento Mori picks this up and looks at a pass down with HM. HM resets this back. Smart decision as he gets back to Halo. Halo is unfortunately challenged by that front stack. And Hyper! Again, what has he done? He's done something to get himself cursed. That's the 2nd time he's taken a shot on an empty goal and unfortunately dinged in the wrong way.
Oh man, that is so unfortunate, but they are determined to score on this volley. Gracchus is fighting for his life up there. No, stolen away by Memento Mori, who gets this slap back. Now back into the hands of Mori once again, looking for that long three. No good off the back wall. Back into his hands though. Now over to HM. It looks like Astronomic is going to slow this one down and wait for the numbers as they take the reset back to Ruskin there at the station. Ruskin playing patient. You know, it looks like they're going to play full clock meta right now. They are up by 3 points, so they can force the defense out. But no, that pass just a little bit too far off. However, Ruskin is quick to get back to it, sending this one now to Halo. Halo with the low pass down to HM. HM coming in off the post, eyeing up the goal, and he finds it. That's another 2 points on the board for Astronomic, and Fireballs is running out of time.
Yes, they are running out of time. Astronomic, as you say, they are playing the clock game here. They're still going for the goal. They're still going for the kill, but they are taking their time with it. These wide passes that we're seeing, like wide outside of the bubble, killing that time down so that Fireballs have less to play with.
Yep, indeed. And oh my goodness, we're not done yet. We are not done yet. Hyper from 20 meters out sinks in the 3 to get this game to back within just 2 points. You know, I've said it before, when you're down by an odd number of points, be it 5 or 7 or whatever, getting that 3-point first always hits different. Let's see what it does though, as we've got 30 seconds left and Astronomic is holding on to this 2-point lead. Halo is going to hold here, and yes, does get the pass off to Memento Mori, but stolen by Zeta. Zeta putting in the fling, no, off the shield and away from Hyper, back into the hands of Mori. Mori sends this one back. It's going to be bouncing into the mid. Who's going to get there first? It is off the heads of some players, picked up by HM, then Gracchus. Gracchus now up to Hyper, 15 seconds remaining. They need points, but no, Halo's got something to say about it on the back line, gets the interception and sends this one all the way through. 10 seconds left. Any more points here for the side of Astronomic would be ice, but Fireballs is not giving up. 5 seconds. Who's going to be there first? It's Mori, and sending this one out of the bubble secures the round 2 win for Astronomic.
Oh my word. Oh my goodness. There's a lot to talk about there. I'm a little speechless there. Zyda had an opportunity there. If that went in, that would have secured it. But it was just, like, we're talking inches. That went inches too low, bounced off the shield, bounced back. Astronomic got their possession back, and they were killing time with these wide passes out and really stopping that opportunity.
Yep. 100%. But now, Money Mitch, I mean, what more could we ask for than a round 3 in the first round of EU finals between these two teams? The momentum has been so back and forth. I honestly do not even want to throw out a prediction going into round 3 because, it's been the shifts. The shifts have been crazy. We saw Astronomic put up 11 unanswered points, and yet somehow Fireballs almost clawed their way back there in the final few seconds. So I'm sure they are feeling the heat right now going into round 3, and we should see something for the ages.
Yes, they are feeling the heat right now. Astronomic, I don't know how much they have actually matched up with Fireballs in the past, and perhaps this is new to them. Fireballs are coming in with quite a structured play, especially when it comes to the QB plays they do, the joust. But Astronomic just being a bit of an oddball here with these relying on the stack speed, and it pays off when they take those long shots. But anyway, we're coming in now, 3rd round, lights out, and away we go. As Fireballs are the first to grab the disc again, Zyda pass it over to Hyper, who gets it all the way over to GB, resetting it back to Gracchus. Gracchus looking for his pass over with Hyper, moving into the shield. He gets it to Hyper. Hyper spins around, ducks, dives, and oh my goodness, Hyper again. He loves to ding it. But he does end up getting it in and getting the credit for it. Credit where it is due. Hyper putting an assist by Gracchus. Wow.
Have you ever done that? Have you ever gone in for a dunk and then missed the grab on the rim? Honestly, the closest feeling I can compare it to is when you think there's one more step at the bottom of the stairs and there's not. It's crazy. But hey, here comes Fireballs looking for more, and they'll find it as Gracchus gets that stolen away from the QB and sinks it in for the 3. Fireballs is on a roll here, 5-0, coming out strong in round 3.
It's not even been a minute. And they're 5 points up. This is how Fireballs play. Like, when we're in the pre-show, we were talking about sometimes they do okay, sometimes they do phenomenal, and this is a phenomenal moment where I don't know, I think it's a combination of things, but they put themselves in situations where they are 5 points ahead within the first minute. But here we are, Astronomic getting a little bit of possession here. Over to HM. HM seeing not the easy shot, so sends it back to his teammate. That wasn't reset. It didn't quite work out. They wanted to, and now Fireballs find themselves again. Hyper collecting 2 more points with that slow dunk, almost rubbing it in metaphorically and physically, as they are 7 points ahead in this third round.
Yeah, this is not a good look here for Astronomic, down by 7, not even 2 minutes into round 3, and they have already burned their time out last round. They've got no way to ice the fireballs right now. They're gonna have to make changes on the fly, and that's not how you start it. As VR Zyda gets another interception off the Joust and sinks it in for the 3 off the backboard. This is what I was talking about earlier. Their defense on these Jousts coming out from Astronomic has been incredible, and they are quick to capitalize almost every single time now.
That's what it is. I don't know if they've particularly worked on this, and they've worked in this area of the game, which is your counter joust, because there's levels to this. This is so stacked. Being able to counter joust, it gets you easy points, but also how easily you're collecting those points, just emotionally, is horrible. It's demoralizing when you're looking at half a mercy, only 2 minutes and a half in. It's brutal. If you give Fireballs that leg up, they will take it, and that's what they're doing here. But Astronomic are still fighting as they come forward. This is Memento Mori passing it over to someone underneath the bubble, and that is Ruskin putting that in, assist by Memento Mori. That is important for them. That is important for them to now be on the scoring side. As we saw in the second round, once they had a little bit of momentum, they did the opposite, collecting 8 points back to back.
Yeah, and that is... the momentum is just so important. We saw them go on an 11-point run last round. Let's see if they can do it again. And they've got plenty of time. They've just got to find a way to slow down the fireballs, and that's how you do it, as Ruskin gets another steal there off of the fireballs joust and sinks it in for the long 3. What was once a 10-0 game just a few seconds ago is now cut down to only a 5-point difference.
Sakiotic, did you see this coming? Did you see such a high-scoring game? The first half of the third round.
I said we were going to see something for the ages, and I meant it. Astronomic is not done yet. They're only down by 5. Can they get the save here? No! GB will not be denied. Coming in for that 2-point shot, and will extend the Fireballs lead back up to 7. But Astronomic is not done. There is still 6 minutes remaining, and it seems like, knock on wood, they have woken up a little bit here in round 3. They just got to keep it going.
Yeah, woken up and probably just warmed up. Maybe this is the level that these players and teams are capable of playing. They're just now fully warmed up. They're in their zone and they're connecting these opportunities and making them happen as Ruskin clears this forward. It's not quite connected by HM. HM scrambling to pick this up. Zyda does get a hand on it, but beaten to it by the defensive stack of Astronomic. This is Zyda now clearing this forward. Do they have a player to come and clean this up? Memento Mori on the back line does grab it, clears it forward. Zyda intercepting that clear and resetting it back to GB.
Yep, Fireballs will have another go at this one as they set up. It's going to be into the hands of Zyda. Now over cross, I do believe looking for Hyper, but finds Ruskin instead. They've got to stack together. Can Mori read this one off the wall? Yes, he can. Coming in. Oh no! Backing it out for the 3, but the incoming pressure will force that one apart. But they do get the recovery, so here they come once again. It's HM, and no, denied by Zyda once again. That's going to be stolen away, but not clear just yet. It requires a little bit of help from Hyper, but Hyper does eye up this clear lane and gets it through the cross side tunnel. It's looking good into the hands of Zyda. That's an open goal, and he don't miss those from 14 meters out. That is another 3 points on the board, and now we are back at a 10-point difference.
So that took 1 minute, 1 second to score that goal, like the gameplay. And that's the longest gap we've had between goals so far in this third round. That's how high scoring this third round is on both sides. I know Astronomic are only having 5 points on their scorecard for this third round, but I mean, the speed that both teams can score, it can easily go either way very quickly. Let's see how that plays out as HM finds themselves with the disc, looks at the goal as a player back and doesn't fancy his chances, sends it back to Memento Mori in the tunnel, working to get this forward to HM again. HM now fancies his chances, perhaps not, and pass it over to his teammate. That's not received the way they wanted it to, so it did get him across the shield there, and Ruskin is setting up on Cloud, passing down low to Memento Mori. Memento Mori duking around, playing with Zyda, but Zyda was ready to play. Zyda beats him to it and clears that through beautifully.
You see how deep GB is playing there? Like as long as they don't leave open those open 3s, I mean, Fireballs is running away with it. If they can force it to be all 2s, they're looking good as they put more points on the board. Another 2 points coming through for Fireballs off the head of Halo. And oh my goodness, they are up 17-5.
That is actually a great spot. I think Fireballs have woken up to the fact that Astronomic fancy their chances and can hit those long 3s, as I said earlier. And Fireballs are now eliminating that factor by having a player back and like, yeah, you can't score threes. You need to come closer and score a 2 instead. And it's working in their favor massively. HM comes forward into that bubble, fancying his chances. He goes towards the goal and turns that into 2 more points for them. GB did his job as goalie there, stopping that being a 3 and making it in 2 instead. That is good enough as a goalie in a game like this where you don't want the other team to climb up with the points.
Yeah, seeing some chatter that Asher needs to be quick. You know, that may be true, but if GB continues to play far back as he has been, preventing those quick open threes, catching the Fireballs defense in transition, I don't know if it's possible at this point as they are down by 10 with 3 minutes left. But never say never, and here they come as Memento sends this one to HM. HM will not be denied. That's going in for the 2, and we're seeing some life from Astronomic, but Mitch, will it be enough?
These are things that we just don't know. This is live. This is happening right now. Everyone watching this, you're watching this live. We do not know what happens here. There's still 2 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock. Who knows what's going to happen as GB comes out now. Sending it very quickly. That's unusual for GB to clear that so quickly down the field. And it's worked in their favor. Look at Zyda picking this up right now and slamming that in. That's 2 more points. We are now coming up to Mercy territory.
Man, I have said it. I've said it before, and I will say it again. Zyda being in the right place at the right time has done wonders for Fireballs. He is leading the points column right now with 18 to his name, and I guarantee you at least half, if not more than half, comes from quick interceptions that he forced just from game sense and positioning. And here they come again as Hyper looks to send this one over to Gracchus. This one is going to bounce a bit too high, but it does it does not end up back in the hands of Hyper. It ends up in the hands of Ruskin, who's looking for this pass up to HM. HM helping this one along, but the Fireball stack is quick to get together and get back there to pick it up, and not quite cleared out just yet. Looks like we're going to see another opportunity from Astronomic. Up high now to Ruskin. Ruskin over across, connecting with Halo. Halo coming in, and there we go. That's another 2 points on the board for Astronomic.
Yes, Astronomic collecting those points. The chances of them bringing this back is getting slimmer and slimmer, but it's good to see them making these opportunities count as they put in another 2 point there. Let's see how Fireballs respond, and let's see if Astronomic can keep that pressure up, get right in their face and convert this very quickly, as time is everything now. Earlier, we saw them in the second round burning the clock down. Now they need to do the opposite. They need to utilize every second they have in this final round and make the most of it and try and push forward and build a play as GB tries to clear this through. Doesn't go the way he hoped it would. Astronomic looking to pick this up and try and make something happen very quickly here, but Hyper says no. Hyper intercepts that, gets a hot hand on it and clears this through as Memento Mori looks to pick this up. But Hyper again, picking up his own clear, picks this up. Is he going to ding it again? As he's moving into the bubble, there is a goalie back, defending, almost stunned out, defends the stun and saves that. That is great work by Halo.
Yep, great work there. 30 seconds remaining. You know, this is going to be the ice here for Fireballs. No, they get denied. Memento Mori, what a save. But that said, even with 20 seconds remaining, it's not going to be enough for Astronomic. They're just looking for some final points, or maybe the Fireballs are looking for some final points as Hyper gets this interception. 10 seconds remaining, buying some time for the stack to get together, maybe looking for the cloud shot. However, it is going to bounce into the trap instead, into the hands of Zyda. One final shot, picked off by Ruskin, and that will do it. Fireballs will be winning this match against Astronomic in 3 rounds, 19-11. Mitch, what a match.
What a match. What a match. I mean, Astronomic, they were coming back towards the end there, but Fireballs, they... Like, it's just, there's so much going on. What do you make of it?
You know, it just... Once Fireballs, I think, had like a 5 or 7 point lead, once they got to that point, Astronomic really started feeling the pressure. And I'm not saying that to pick on any of these players, because it is really hard not to feel the pressure in an environment like this, but you could tell that they were feeling it, and Fireballs picked up on that too. And by applying more pressure, playing faster, getting those good reads on the joust advantages, I mean, it was the game was decided right there, in my opinion. It's unfortunate, but it happens. However, Astronomic is not done. This is a double elimination tournament. This was the first match, so though they have burned now the one loss that they get, they are not done yet, and I am looking forward to what we see from Astronomic coming through for the in the lower bracket. I'm also looking forward to what we see from Fireballs. I mean, Fireballs put up one heck of a performance here today, and I cannot wait to see if we continue to see that same level of performance going into these future matches.
That's great analysis. I completely agree. Looking into the how this is going to play out, it's the beauty of having that lower bracket. It means that you can play your heart out, take those risks, and you still have a chance. You still have that chance to come back and eventually be in the finals. Anything else to add, Psychotic?
No, I've got nothing else to add other than I cannot wait for the next match that we've got on this channel, and that will be Fire Entrance versus Team Gravity. I cannot wait. So we are going to go to a quick break while we get set up for that match. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Hey, chat.
I'm crazy, Captain.
more to go.
And all right, hello guys, welcome back to another match up here. We've got a good one. We've got Fire Entrance versus Gravity. Gravity, of course, being the Titans running through EU all the way since pre-season, I believe. Absolutely storming it in, as well as Fire Entrance coming in a new team this season, made up of lots of very, very experienced players. Going to be facing off against each other here. Reset Worm, joined by Psychotic, and of course, One Team Man on the cams. Now, on the other channel, VRML2, we just had Blast beat Koi 2-0. So they're definitely looking strong, definitely feeling good. But right now, we're about to have this matchup, right? Psycho, tell us, what are you thinking about it?
I mean, listen, as you said, Fire Entrance may be a new team on paper, but these are teams, these are players that I have had the pleasure of casting before, and it speaks for themselves. They really do speak for themselves. They did not get to the number 3 seed, correct me if I'm wrong, out of nowhere. They had, they've earned it, and I'm ready to see them take on the Titans that are Team Gravity. As you've mentioned, Gravity's been around for a long, long time, one season after season after season until last season, and though they've seen some roster changes, they've got Viatrex still at the helm, and these are also power players that he is joined by, that he is joined by, and so this is going to be an electric matchup no matter how it goes. I cannot wait to see these two teams throw down.
Yeah, honestly, I'm actually really pumped for it. I haven't seen Gravity play in ages. And I'm so excited to see how they go against each other here. As well as Fire Entrance, I've heard really good things about them. It's going to be so good. We are just coming into the last few seconds here. These teams are going to get them ready up any second now, and we'll get this first joust coming in. I'm really pumped. I'm actually so excited for this. My first finals matchup, and we'll see if these guys have been able to stay hot, or if they can start off their finals runs going strong here. As there's the ready up. Here comes the first joust coming in right now.
Yep, it all starts right here, right now, the second match of EU Finals. It's going to be Team Gravity taking on Fire Entrance, and away we go. The first touch is going to go to Gravity. They get the slap over for the waiting stack, who actually gets broken apart, but it's okay. They keep possession as Tom sends this one back to Viatrex on the back line. Viatrex crossing over to BK. BK forward now, connecting with Tom once again on the floor, doing some moves there. Incoming pressure from Sausage forces the pass back to BK. Now back over to Tom on the wall. Tom looking for that cross over to Nillywick, and Nillywick will sink it in for the first 2 points of this match.
Oh, lovely start there. Gravity looking strong. Definitely coming out here with definitely a force behind them. They haven't played all that much this season, really. Honestly, they've been keeping it fairly chilled out. But you can see straight away, right from the top, they're clean. They're good. They know what they're doing. And they're definitely going to give Fire Entrance a real run for their money here. Fire Entrance just going to start this one. Nice little pass. Taking their time at the minute, passing around in their own side. The stacks are on them, but the stun comes out. And that's going to give Sausage a chance to start walking the disc upfield. Stacks on him again. Can they get it out? They're really struggling to get out their side at the minute, but they're playing it so safe. They do not want to lose this disc.
No, they do not want to lose it. Possession is the name of the game right now, and it sends this up for the waiting stack. What a move there, but Tom on the back line has something to say about it. No, the clear, not going to get through it. Saucin coming in from the nest and will not be denied. That's going in for the 2, and Retep, we have got a tied game on our hands once again.
Yes, we do. Coming in. A tied game is definitely what we want here. Either side could go either way. Only a minute and a half in. But we are going to see the first Gravity Joust. Now, let's see what they do as they come out. Viatrex. Nice left pass there. Taking their time. Oh, no, it's quick. Straight away, relaying it upfield there onto that right side and back again to nearly on the left. And like that, they've already got it into their opponent's side. They're going for the attack. The stack comes on them, but the reset is there in time as Viatrex passed over to BK. BK back once again for the reset. Got the control. The control coming out right here. Tom is going to go for a push and reset it back once again. They are not letting themselves get under any pressure at all.
Yep, I love the possession game that we have seen from Gravity season after season. And as I say that, Dan Mack getting the interception. Oh my goodness, almost getting the shot there off of the shield, off of the ding ring, and into the hands now of Team Gravity. No, stolen by Saucin, and this time that's going in. That's a 3-pointer on the board here for Fire Entrance. They go up 5-2.
Yeah, 5-2 at the start of this. Definitely getting a little bit of a boost here. That 3 points could be so important for them. Right, it makes a huge difference, that 3. They're going to have to really put Gravity on the back foot, and they're going to have to get a 3-point of their own. And with these kind of players, it can be hard to get an opportunity. But if they do see one, you know the accuracy, they will shoot it. But straight away, they lose disc, recovering again as Tom. Tom shoots the 3. I'm just saying they can hit it, and they absolutely do as Tom slams that one in from 20 meters away straight into the 3.
Man, I cannot, understate the importance of the placement on that shot. The goalie in transition there on the way home, but Tom manages to sneak it in on that far portion of the goal. What a shot there, and they certainly earned it as they now are tied at 5 points. It's going to be Itches as the QB. Oh my goodness, no, it's going to be off of the bounce into the hands of BK. The shot will not be on, as instead it is intercepted by Itches. Itches over to Skag, but oh my goodness, that's going to be forced away by Viatrex. Quick pass back to Nillywick. Nillywick sending this one to the back wall to Tom on the way in. The cut to BK is good. That's 2 points on the board for Team Gravity.
Yeah, 2 points back up again. They're back on top now. Not quite half the first round gone. Plenty of time here for it to go either way, but although Fire Entrance had that 3-point lead, they're now back down to 5 points in a row from Gravity. Time for Fire Entrance to give them an answering cry as they shoot the disc. It works upfield nicely. They have a good chance if they can push this really fast. You know, the stack's coming quick, but they do push immediately. Dan Mack gets out though, right in front of the goal as Viatrex gets the clear away, and BK starts pushing that disc back upfield.
Man, what a jump there from Viatrex, coming all the way out to force that drive apart. And now it looks like it's going to create an opportunity. No, intercepted by Itris, drifting back there to the intended target as Itris sends this one all the way through off the wall and into the hands of Nillywick for Team Gravity. And Nillywick seems happy to slow this one down. Looks like we're going to be shifting to a little bit more possession. Nillywick sends this one all the way through, but no, that's going to go into the hands of Skag for Fire Entrance instead. He sends this one over across, but intercepted by BK. BK sends this one now to Tom on the floor, doing some moves to keep it away from that incoming pressure from Saucig. He sends this one up to Nillywick, and Nillywick now looks back. Oh no, looking for that reset, but that is a self-clear. Where are the stacks? This could be another opportunity as it's picked up by Itris. Itris does not have the shot lane open, but does have Skag there on the wall, who resets it back now to set up Fire Entrance.
Fire Entrance again. You said going for the stack. They want this shot. Dan Mack passes. No! Oh, that is unlucky. They go for the pass, but it bounces it off boot. Instead, they do recover, though, with some really goddamn quick stacks right there. That was slick as they come in again. There's Tom. Passing up. Shooting to BK. Going for the opportunity. Passing down below, but just missing their teammate. And instead, they are going to get recovered once again by Fire Entrance. The turnovers coming quick and fast as the pressure is hot. Open chance! Open chance! Open goal! No, they just missed that one that flies away. A second shot also misses, but a third. And the third time is the charm. Sausage takes that one in for another 2. Back to 7-all.
Yep, good stuff there from the side of Fire Entrance. They fought for that 2-pointer and they find it to tie up the score at 7 apiece now. But with just under 4 minutes remaining, that is plenty of time for either of these teams to find more points and run away with it. We'll see as Viatrex handles this one for the side of Team Gravity, sends this one over to Tom in the tunnel. Tom now sends this one, deep cross to BK. That opens up the shot lane. Oh my goodness, off the back wall and in for the 3! What a shot there, drawing that back all the way out before unloading that one and sinking it to get the lead back.
That was crazy. That was a lovely long shot there. I did not see that coming out as BK does get the 3. That is definitely going to put them in a significantly good position here. 3 minutes to go, 3 points up. So easy to come back from, or so able to come back from at least. Definitely not. Oh, I thought that was it. I thought that was going to be the way they come back in there, but they just barely missed that 3. Unfortunate. Sausage is going to walk it out once again, and instead they are going across. Recovered there by Riz. Riz taking it back. Some nice control here. Under pressure, but they do still keep control of the disc. But no! The stun comes out and the disc bounces back.
My goodness.
The shot not in almost, but Tom is able to slam that in for the slam dunk. Back now 5 points ahead and looking clean.
You know, knock on wood, Team Gravity is on a bit of a roll here, and though, BK off a little bit on that shot, it was perfectly placed for the incoming stack to capitalize, and they have now earned a 5-point lead with 2.5 minutes remaining. Let's see how Fire Entrance handles this one. Oh no, that QB pass not going where it was intended, but it's okay because Skag does get back to it and sends this one away through the mid, up into the hands of Sosig, now down low, connecting with Danmac. That's an open goal, but no good. Instead, that is going to go a bit too low and bounce into the hands of Viatrex. The quick reset is good, back to BK, but intercepted there by Sosig on the attempted clear. Sosig just outside the bubble, taking his time here before sending it over to Danmac just outside the bubble. Danmac coming in, looking for that high pass, connecting with Sosig once again, and Sosig connecting with the goal to get the 2 on the board.
Yeah, 2 on the board right there. That is going to mean they are 3 points behind. Just 3 points. It is close. It is really close right now. 1 3 points is going to mean that Fire Entrance is back to neck and neck. Gravity needs to hold out for the next 1 minute 35. Just 90 seconds. They do get the disc there, but the stun comes out. Skag steals the ghost. They shoot. It goes down below. Not recovered. And they do recover in time. Skag goes for the shot of the goal, but it dings away just at the wrong time. Instead, Tom is able to get the clear away. Not letting them get this one. Can they recover it in time? Nillywick does get their hands on it. Goes for the clear. Firetrex shoots the 3, and Firetrex storms it straight into the goal. And with that, they are now going to be 6 points up. Not too late to come back from. If they're really quick, they can get 2 threes, but it is going to be crazy hard.
Yeah, it is going to be very, very difficult to pull this off. 2 threes in 50 seconds, and with the time between goals, that is effectively only 30 seconds of game clock. Let's see if they can do it as Skag receives this one up high, now back to Danmac, but the drive-by stun comes through, and instead it's picked up by BK for the side of Team Gravity. He gets this one cleared all the way through. Oh, that was looking good until it took that bounce off the Geo down low, now into the hands of Skag. He's under pressure, just looking for that clear lane, and he will not find it, but oh my goodness, stolen away from Tom by Skag once again. Can they hold on to it? Yes, they get the slap through and it connects with Danmac, but Danmac does not have a shot lane open, and at the 20-second remark, that means that this round will be going to Team Gravity. However, momentum points always matter as Sosig secures another 2 points for Fire Entrance.
Absolutely, you got to get momentum. Be ready for that positive mental game to come into the next round. But as the last few seconds tick down there, that is going to be the end of round 1. Gravity taking that away 15-11. That was an absolutely fantastic one. Money Mitch, right? Tell us.
Hey guys, yeah, that was phenomenal. That was a great watch. It's an interesting one about chemistry watching this kind of match, because if you look at the side of Gravity, it's pretty evenly split in terms of like who's scoring. All of them are getting points on the board there. Most notably, Viatrex putting in that 3-point top pocket, I believe. That was gorgeous. That was great to see. But talking about chemistry, Danmac and Sosig, they like together, like feeding each other. It's really good to see. Knowing little that I do know about them, they have played together quite a bit. Seeing them back in April when they played in person in the LAN event, the Duckman LAN in Bournemouth, UK. They got on quite well. I believe they played together as well. And we're seeing the fruits of that relationship come out here. The chemistry they built. Sosig doing incredible 11 points on the board there. Doing very well for Astronomic. Yeah, that's what I make of it. Back to you guys.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Honestly, I think it's going to be really key as well to see what happens in the second round, right? If the momentum switches, if Gravity's able to start taking things away, or if they do get left behind here, Fire Entrance can take this one back. They're going to need to do it right now. They cannot let themselves get left behind here. But this is where it counts. First joust comes out. Who takes it? It is, of course, Gravity with those ridiculously fast stacks.
Yep, ridiculously fast stacks, but not a ridiculously fast goal, not just yet, and this time, there we go, there it is. 10-second goal time for Team Gravity, courtesy of BK putting in that 2-pointer. Gravity is starting out strong here.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, they're not holding back. They're here to say, hey, we're going to take this game. Sure, we gave a little back and forth on the first one, but we want round 2. We want to just take it in 2 and be done. But...
Oh my.
I say but goddamn, they come straight in again. Nillywick shoots the free, scores the free. 5 points up, and we've only just started. We're less than a minute into this round. I mean, gee, they are absolutely crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, Team Gravity is determined to take no prisoners here today. They want this game in 2 rounds. And with a minute, I mean, we're a minute in and they've got 5 points on the board. Fire Entrance needs to wake up right here, right now, as Viatrek sends us back through the tunnel. However, the backstack is home to get this one picked up. Sasa sends this one through, but BK gets another interception for Team Gravity. And this time they have the stack together. That's an open goal. And oh my goodness! I don't know if that was off the head or through the hands. It was too fast to see, but either way, it's going in for the 2 for Team Gravity.
Wow, that is crazy. That is ridiculous. They've come out in this one, and in absolutely no time at all. They've come out in a minute and a half, 7 points up. If they continue at this rate, I can do maths here. That would be, what is that, like 4 minutes? Yeah, 4 minutes, right? 4 minutes, they'll be done with the entire game. And they keep on pushing!
Oh, no.
Keep on scoring! Gravity will not give a second here, as immediately they score another 2 points. Now, 9-0, less than 2 minutes into this round. What is happening?
Man, I don't know. Has Fire Entrance taken their time out yet? I think this is about the time you do it because this is quickly getting out of hand. And here comes another one. Nillywick picking off that QB pass and putting it in for the 3-pointer. I mean, Team Gravity is up by 12 right now, and we are not even 3 minutes into this round.
Yeah, that is ridiculous. I mean, they absolutely are coming out here with a storm. They were holding back. You know, first round, maybe they were distracted. They were chatting about something. Maybe they changed something up. Maybe they just got that momentum on their side and absolutely rolled with it. But whatever it is that they've just done, it has completely switched the game around. We've gone from a back and forth game to suddenly Gravity showing exactly why they've been a team for so many seasons. And despite roster changes, despite everything, they're still going to come out on top. But can they do it? Can they hold out here? They still have 7 minutes to go in this round. That is so much time. And Fire Entrance is doing their first attack here of the round. Coming out, swinging, dodging around. Oh, Skag 2. Sausage. No, he's going to get saved there by a lovely bit of BK goalkeeping as Nillywick is going to try and take that one away.
Oh man, so close there, but they did have an opportunity, and that proves that it is possible here if they can deny Team Gravity just once on defense. They have been so unstoppable as BK takes his time here, drawing out the pressure from Sosig. Oh, waits too long! Sosig gets the turnover and sends this one through the mid for the waiting stack, but Nillywick, what a leech there, is going to get home first. However, it doesn't look like either of them are going to read it initially. Yes, Nillywick does jump out to grab it, tapping this one to BK. BK taps it back to Nillywick. Oh my goodness, the passing right now, the slap passing coming through from Team Gravity. And though they did find a way to get it down into the Fire Entrance zone, they do lose the possession. And it looks like, no, Nillywick still on the back line. Man, Gravity has been killing it with these backline reads.
Yeah, absolutely coming out here strong. They immediately go back again, and oh, look at that. They get the backline reads, and then they dive in, and they get the goals. They're really capitalizing on every single opportunity here. I don't remember if they've actually missed a single attack this round. Have they? Am I wrong?
You know, they've been denied once or twice, but that is something that I was going to point out. The efficiency factor from Team Gravity has been incredible. They are more than happy to play the possession game just outside the bubble until they see the lane they like, and that's when they strike. And because of that, looking at the shots taken right now, Team Gravity has 13 shots, whereas it looks like Fire Entrance has 12. But the point difference speaks for itself right now. I mean, Gravity's just been far more efficient. And as I'm blabbering, heyo, Fire Entrance is getting it done. Skag sends that one over to DanMac and sinks in the 2. Fire Entrance is on the board.
Yeah, okay. They know what they need to do. They are not quite halfway through the round, and they immediately take it back. That's a lovely one, by the way. DanMac there, dumping that one into the goal, saving that one that could have gone past, making it a surefire goal. But this could be good here. Oh, instead they do take that one back once again, but then they recover. They clear it. Looking like Fire Entrance definitely coming, pulling out some moves here. They're changing things up a bit, but will it be enough? Sausage goes for the clear. Going for the free, not going to hit it yet, as DanMac is going to chase that disc down, but going past them, the stack chases instead. The read is not quite there. The bounce goes past. They shoot, and the save comes out. The stun at the same time. They do recover, but the stun's all over the place. Again. And now they go for the reset out. That was a gorgeous few plays there, both from Fire Entrance and Gravity, to hold off that attack and to keep it in their control.
Yep, excellent stuff. And oh no, that is a bad pass, but it's okay. Viatrex does get to it, and it looks like they are going to keep this slow possession game. You love to see it. I mean, they're up by 12 points. They can play full clock meta if they want to, and it looks like they are choosing to, as Tom sends this one back over now to Nillywick down low, looking for that pass to Viatrex, but instead ends up in the hands of BK, so hey, it all works out. BK now sends this one back to Nillywick. Under some pressure here from Sausig, finds that pass up to Tom. Tom looking for the backboard shot, but no good. Instead, that is going to be picked up, but not cleared out just yet by DanMac. Requires a little bit of help, but oh no, Gravity already all over them, trying to force this turnover, and they will not, as Itris does get to the pickup, but does not get the clear. Oh, it is a self-pass. No, Itris sends this one all the way in off the back wall into the hands of Nillywick. Stolen away by Sausig, and you know what? I will calls it like I sees it. That did look a little bit scuffed, but they did find a way to make it work, and in the end, that is all that matters. They find the points.
That's all they need to do. Get those points and keep them coming. Right now, they are now 10 points behind. That seems like an absolute gulf. But don't forget, Gravity got that in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They have 3. And it still sounds crazy, but it is definitely doable here, as they can bring it back. Definitely getting more and more goals on their side. Another attack comes in. Everyone missed the disc there. Not quite read properly, but it is going to get recovered again by Gravity, who passed across. Keeping it safe. Looking to maybe hit that player down below. No, there's no one there. The stack is reads it and catches it. Maybe just slipping past. Instead, it is going to get caught up by Izriz. Back once again, back and forth right now, not able to get a goal coming in. We're definitely seeing a different game than we did in the first couple minutes, but it's still not enough as BK just walks that one in. A swing, 2 more points up.
Yep, 2 more points up for Team Gravity, and honestly, with 2.5 minutes left, Fire Entrance just cannot be giving those up anymore. They are running out of time, and even at this point, it's looking like it really needs to be 4 threes. Let's see if they can pull it off, though, as it is going to be picked up by the waiting stack into the hands of Skag. Skag looking for the long 3, but no, Tom is home! However, Sausig on the scene gets the steal and gets the points. That's another 2 here for Fire Entrance.
Yeah, another 2 points up. That's good. That's what they need. But again, they're back to that 10-point difference with 1 minute 45, 103 seconds right now. Is it too late? I think it might just be. But if they're really quick, I think honestly, if they're really, really quick with these frees, they can actually do it. Well, I don't know what the exact numbers are right now, and I don't want to work out. But Nillywick is going to instead go for an attack. Gravity still making sure they cannot do it, as they do. Go for attack. Nillywick shooting across. BK is looking to get the goal coming in. A nice little push there. And back once again to the cuts. Nilly, but no, just past their hands. Instead, it is going to get chased down once again. And recovered by BK. Looking to get a pass across. They do find their teammates. Nilly, and back to a reset. And really, this is all they have to do now for the next minute. Just burn down the clock. Find an opportunity. Get a goal if they can. But either way, if they keep that, they're going to get the round in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a scary situation for Fire Entrance to be in because we've been saying all game, Team Gravity knows how to play the possession game. They know how to burn time until they see something they like. And just right there, even though they did not find points on that volley, they took a solid minute and a half off the clock. There is no more time here for Fire Entrance to come back from this 10-point deficit. However, there's always time for some more momentum points because though it may not matter here, you still got a rest of the day of tournament ahead of you that they have got to be mentally prepared for. Let's see, though, as Dan Mack picks this one up just outside the bubble, maybe looking for a way to drive in, getting to the post, getting through the defender. Oh my goodness, doing it himself as that goes off the head of BK. It's going in for the 2-pointer, and Fire Entrance cuts the lead down to 8 points.
Yeah, down to 8 points. That's much better than it could have been because don't forget, once again, in 2 minutes, they got like 10 points. That was crazy. But overall, though they brought it back, they could not get it back far enough. Gravity takes this round 16-8, and with that, it's all over. Gravity wins this matchup in 2 with a lovely, lovely victory here. Mitch, we heard you earlier. I want to hear from you again. What happened? How did they turn that around?
I think the easy answer is just they warmed up. They found their stride, and I saw a comment somewhere on one of the channels that Gravity remembered they were Gravity again. They started playing how their legacy predicts they will play. They've been around for so many seasons and being known as a champion, and they played like champions in that second round. They were warmed up. They were performing on just a much better level than how they were in that first round. I don't know if it was just Sosig causing them problems in that early round, scoring those 9 points. They found their stride. Gravity turned up, and what were you saying, Reset? Like 2 minutes, first 2 minutes, they had that ridiculous lead. If they kept up that pace, they would have had a mercy with 4 minutes to go. Bizarre. It's bizarre. I was about to say it's unheard of, but it's not, because this is how Gravity play. They're the kind of team that delivers this show for us. And we saw a bit of that tonight.
Yeah, we did. We saw the real Gravity coming out, the one we've seen before, and they are a fighting force, right? I mean, those 2 minutes, they were like unstoppable. And although we saw Fire Entrance pulling it back, just still could not get enough. But that is going to be the end of this match. So we've got another 3, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 2 more matches after this. And voice in the air, what are those 2 matches going to be? What's the next one?
The next one is going to be Koi versus Astronomic, yes. And I do believe we're going to see a bit of a caster roster change as well. I think, Retep, you're going to be on with Money Mitch. It's the all-EU cast. I cannot wait to see you guys cover that match.
Yeah, that is going to be a good one. We're going to go right. Oh, cool. Yeah, here we go. Stream schedule. Oh, amazing. We have a stream schedule here so you can see everything happening right now for the rest of the night. There, of course, we've got the matches that are coming up from here and on VRML 2. We got obviously Koi and Astronomic coming up next, and then We Forget versus Fire Entrance for our last matchup afterwards, and then the others on the other channel there. So make sure you stick around for these ones. Jump across channels to see what everyone you want to get. We're going to have our little break now before the next one starts in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. We're going to be right back.
Hey, chat. Yes.
Easy going right there. One more to go.
VRware. Our passion is for the future.
And welcome back there, guys. We have another match up for you. We got Koi versus Astronomic right here, right now. Now, we've seen a lot of matches throughout the day. If you missed them, here's a little roundup for you. First of all, we had Blast versus Koi earlier, and Blast was 2-0 against Koi. At the same time, we had Astronomic and Fireballs. Astronomic just coming out underneath there, losing 1-2 against the Fireballs. At the same time, we had Scuffed 2-0, losing against Not What We Get. They are now Nothing to Lose. That's our name. And of course, we just saw here Fire Entrance losing 0-2 against Gravity. Now, on the other channel, we have some more matches. We're gonna have, if I have it right here, we go. The Blast versus Fireballs, and after that will be Scuffed versus Team Gravity. But right here, for the rest of the night, as we said, Koi versus Astronomic. And then Nothing to Lose versus Fire Entrance is going to end out the night. So, coming into this matchup right here. Money Mitch, we've seen both these teams play already. What do you think?
Well, just to highlight that great recap, by the way. But these are a lot of good games that we've had in the last hour or so and are coming up as well. You want to catch as many of these as you can. You maybe want to, if there's like a break or something, you want to go over to the other channel and see what's going on over there. There's a lot of high level play, the best in Europe, happening right now across these channels. As for this match we're going in now, so Koi, Astronomic, yes, we've seen both of these teams play. Both put up incredible fights, but the caliber required to play at this level is so high that even the talented teams like these are getting knocked down into this lower bracket. So speaking of these two teams, let's go into the rosters of them. Koi, we have Sinner. Sinner captains the team, and he's been with that team as long as it's been around, I believe 3-4 seasons. Is that right, Russell?
I'm going to go with yes. No, I'm not sure about that one. I'm going to say yeah confidently and you know, let them work out later.
No, that's cool. Yeah, Sinner's been around for a while, and he's captained a team that stayed up in the Master Tier for all of those seasons. It's very much a veteran Master Tier team. Wow. That he's captained. He's had a little bit of a roster change over the past season or so, but they continue to perform very well. As for Astronomic, they're coming in as a bit of a wild card here. We saw them perform very well, winning a round against Fireballs. But let's see how they match up against Koi. Astronomic, most notably, I mentioned this earlier when I was on the stream with Psychotic. They have a player that's mute. They are competing at this top level with a player that doesn't even need comms. They're just so on point with everything else that it's just not even required. The chemistry is so sharp. Anything you want to add around that, Reto?
No, I think that's crazy. I think that's so cool to see. And I honestly, I don't know how they do it, but these teams do have this way of just like knowing where each other are without any verbal communication needed at all. They're just on it. They know what they're doing, and they do it so cleanly. I tell you what I do want to point out real quick. While we're here, is just how good these graphics look. I can't go over it. They're so nice. Thanks to all the absolutely so much hard work of Wonder Team Man and Sphinx, like creating all this. Gorgeous. Just it looks so good when they had the rosters up there. I was really enjoying that. So I gotta mention that more than anything. But yeah, I think that both these teams, honestly, really tough teams, right? They both had coming in here with one loss, both been knocked down a little bit. They got to make sure they keep their mental game on strong and they're ready to go here, because you don't want to be coming in with a little bit of a dodgy mental game. You know, if you're not feeling it or if you're a little bit off balance, it can do really bad things for your play. And we see it all the time, right? We see it like a team starts winning, momentum starts going their side, the other team just cannot pick it up again because that mental game just starts to shift a little bit. The confidence comes. So it can go either way so easily here. But I think it's really interesting to see right in the first round, right? The first round for me is such a deciding round. You come into it, you see who is able to get the first joust on top of it, who gets the first goals, but then which way it swings from there, because it's the first few minutes and then everything starts to change when the teams feel each other out. We'll know very soon, because we are starting right now. That's right, the ready ups are about to come. There's the first one, second one coming in just a second, so we will see who the first teams are. But that's my prediction, right? So the first few points are going to come out, and then a few minutes later, we'll see really who starts to come out on top. I don't think the first few points will really decide the winner. I think it's going to be about the 4 minutes in we'll start to really see one team coming out on top. And if they can keep that throughout, then they're going to take it away. But this is going to be the first joust. Coming out right now, a beautiful transition to lead into the joust.
Thank you very much, Reddit. That was lovely. Here we are, going into the match right now. Lights out, and away we go. Koi versus Astronomic. Koi are the first to pick this up. Sinner picks this up, gets it over to Stupid Raz. Stupid Raz taking the time along the floor, getting over to Watchdog. Quickly back to Stupid Raz, who gets it forward on the wall to Alpha Wolf. Does hand that off before the player defending him does stun him out. And now the defense of Astronomic have woken up, clearing this forward. Their stack is in possession of that, and they're going for a bad shot. That was clean.
Whoa!
Start this game off. Oh my god, goodness.
Okay, 30 meters straight into that goal is gonna mean a really good start for Astronomic, but plenty of time here. Let's not get spooked by it, although it was a really good way to start a round, because obviously 3 points, just reiterate here, we say this all the time, but it's really important to say. 3 points is significant. That 1 point extra can make all the difference. If you can't get your threes in, they're going to be a serious disadvantage, because now they're going to get 2 goals in a row to catch up. And they are going to go for goal again. They go for attack. Mori takes the shot, the goal, it dings away. Instead, they are going to get pushed back. But Ruskin recovers and starts working up for another attack.
Halo puts up their shield, stunning out a player that tried to stun them and makes that play happen and assisting Memento Mori set up on the backboard there, putting that in. Astronomic finding themselves with a 5-point lead against the veteran team Koi here. Wow, what a start. I mean, your predictions you were talking about earlier, Reddit, this is alluding to Astronomic having the upper hand here. That's how it's looking. Let's see if that shakes up Koi as they come out of their possession joust. Alpha Wolf picking up his QB, getting over to Stupid Raz, set up on the left track, quickly over to Watchdog, who's not challenged, so does take their time, passing it back over. It's not collected by Stupid Raz. There's a bit of a loose disc here. Glacier gets a hand of it, clearing it forward, and they do have the player to clean up. Glacier collects their own clearing, puts that in. Astronomic 7 points up.
No need. There's no need for that one. Come on. They're completely trying to copy Gravity right now. And I'm like, they're copying them well. They're doing a quite little reenactment. We are 2 minutes in, 7 points up to Astronomic. Can Koi get it down? Can they work out what's going wrong? Well, that's certainly not with that one, because Mori is going to take that one back and shoot the shot. But the shot is going to ding away. It doesn't get recovered. Ruskin taking a chance, taking a pass around it, keeping the control as defenders are on them. They let go for that little reset as H-Low takes it up. Walking around, finding the attack. Not under pressure in time. Oh, the pressure comes in, but so does the cut at the same time. Ruskin takes that one for another 2. They were held back, but they still found their way in clean. 9-0.
Very clean. Astronomic are controlling the pace, like 100%. They're just completely controlling the pace. They slow down when they want to slow down, and when they see a gap, when they see an opening, they're striking. They're straight in there and making things happen. Watchdog picking this up right now for the side of Koi, getting this through to Stupid Raz, who resets it back. Tedja play back to Alpha Wolf. Alpha Wolf getting it over to Watchdog, and Stupid Raz holds this again. They're playing with this front stack, which are trying to cause them problems, but Alpha Wolf has something to say about it as he gets forward to Sinner, but Sinner is beaten to it by Ruskin. Ruskin sending a nice deep pass. Glacier's looking to clean this up, and Glacier nearly does, just using the backboard to his advantage, but the angle wasn't quite right as it does ding out. Astronomic looking to claw this back up, but Koi have something to say about it as they are causing issues around this bubble. It appears that Astronomic had the upper hand there, but not anymore as Watchdog picks this up, looking for the clear.
Looking for the clear, but they don't get it out. Instead, H-Low takes it back in again, shooting behind, go for the attack, but recovered, stunned, sword around here. They cannot get it out. There really is intense attacks coming in right now from Astronomic. As they work around, they shoot in, and like that, 6 minutes ago, they've just passed that mercy halfway mark as they are 11-0. Absolutely have no sign of slowing down.
Wow. They're doing this against Koi. They're doing this against like a veteran, like maybe not like the favorite, but like a team that's going to do very well in the finals. Astronomic are turning up and causing these kind of problems with this an attempt there, a 3-point attempt on the goal, just dinging out as Alpha picks this up, clears this through, gets over to Sinner. Sinner taking their time, going inverted, backing up as Ruskin tries to challenge them. But Sinner does find the pass of Alpha Wolf getting it down to Watchdog. Watchdog looking for his teammates to set up now as he has a stack right in his face. Stupid Raz gets it over to Alpha Wolf moving into the bomb right now. He has 2 pass options. One of them converts from a pass option into a goalie stun that does pay off. Alpha Wolf puts that in, assisted by his teammates. Engineering that moment, that was beautiful. As Koi put some points on the board now. We're past the 5-minute mark of this first round. Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, the first point of the round, definitely significant. Could be good for them right here, but can they keep it up again? Can they get more points? Can they use it to get momentum? Well, definitely looking hard right now as Ruskin takes it back straight again. So a little reset, finding it, working upfield again. The stack is on them, but they are doing a lovely job of keeping it away from them. They pass around, bouncing up above, saved by Mori. Mori, back to Ruskin, walking around a bit. Pass it across the cut again. They jump in, but no! A swing and a miss. It goes down too low. Instead, it's caught by Ruskin. Go try and take it out. Let him into. Walking up again. Behind the goal, but a lovely save there. Stupid Raz saving this point and clearing it away.
Yes, Koi seems to be waking up right now. As Stupid Raz steals that. Sends that in 70 meters per second speed. What a shot. Koi are turning up now in this early round, in this first round. Koi are putting points on the board now. They've collected 5 in the past minute and a half, as they're now showing that they are force not to be reckoned with. And we have Astronomic coming out now with the possession joust, the second one of this round. Halos and intercepted. Dinner picking this up, looking around at his teammates, seeing what the situation is. He finds pass that he may have, doesn't need it. 2 players were already head of the game, stunning out the goalie, making that an easy goal for them. That's 2 more points for Koi.
Yeah, 2 more points on the board. Okay, they're bringing it back. I'm saying that Koi is bringing this one back. They are back to 11-7 right now. Just 4 points behind. 3 minutes to go. Can they keep it up? Can they keep it coming? Well, we'll see as another attack from Astronomic comes in. Glacier drops the disc. Recovering it though. But because they moved, they were forced to go a quick pass there. And just in time for Raz to chase it down. But no, the double stun by Hatelo means they are going to recover it once again and start walking it up. Glacier with disc. Tries to get reset out, gets the stun out just in time. And so they do go for a quick attack, but they are under pressure. Now we are starting to see the cracks start to form as the pressure from Koi mounts on them. They recover it again though. They go for an attack, but again they are held off. Once again recovered. Once again, they need to try and get this one in, because they need to get some more points on the board. Their difference in score is looking a little bit close. And they're definitely looking a little bit more and more intense as it goes. But no, there's the clear. Koi charging upfield. Can the stack get there in time? They're looking like they are just there, just in the moment. And they shoot the free. Alpha Wolf takes that one right in. And a 1 single point difference.
What a comeback we're witnessing right now. If you are a fan of Koi, you must be enjoying this game right now. They've just really brought this back. They were looking at 11 points in the opposite direction, and they are climbing back as they are looking to counter this QB from Halo, sending it down low to Memento Mori, getting it across to Ruskin. Ruskin beaten to it by Stupid Raz. We have a Koi player picking this up. Was that Alpha Wolf? Stolen by Memento Mori. Trying to clear this through, but picking up again. They're on this, throwing this through, but it looks like defense of Koi are set up.
They're working around now. Disc in hand. They only need 1 point, and this is where it counts. Hato takes it back once again, though. This is where it matters. This is the last 1 minute 20. Astronomic and Koi. A single point between them. Koi takes the disc back once again. This could be the first time that they go for an attack here, but the stack is there for the stun. Once again, working out. Taking it back. Recovered. Stun out though. Halo really feeling the pressure now. They stunned out once again. They shoot a shot. We're not going to get it in. If that get in, that could have been the end, but it is not just yet. Instead, they are going to be recovered again. Working out field. 50 seconds to go. Tension is on. Sinner chasing them down. Coming in for the attack. They swing. They shoot it in. It's a 2 point. We're going to be 20 seconds to go and only 1 free point. All needed is 3 points. And they'll get the round back. But all Astronomic needs to do is hold off his attack for 20 seconds and they'll get it in hand.
Yeah, that was a great play by Astronomic there, particularly Halo, making that happen there, getting that into the top pocket. But we now have Koi very aggressively moving us forward. I believe it was. I believe that actually was on target, but the defense was back. They were prepared for that. Astronomic already, and now they are taunting.
Look.
Guess who's doing that? It's Glacier Dash. He's taunting. He's digging it on the top of the goal, and he pops that in to the top pocket, securing the lead there. 15-10, Astronomic Koi.
Yes, they do. 15-10. That is a lovely way to take that one away in the end. Really, really clean from Astronomic. Be able to take that one back. It was close. It was very close in the middle. That 1 point difference was really starting to make them feel the pressure. You could see them sweating. A little robotic body is just wiping it away, but they were fine. They pulled it back. Definitely held it together. Mitch, do you think they can do it in the next round, though? Will they keep holding it, or do you reckon that Koi is going to find a way to keep pushing back on top?
Well, this is a game of momentum. There's a reason we do best of 3. We have 10-minute rounds, and then if you win one, you then have to win a second one if you want to take the victory. Otherwise, go to best of 3. There's a reason we long it out that much, because the momentum shifts like that. It can lead to one team smashing the other, but then on any other day, it could go either way. It could go the other way. So, short answer is, I don't know. I don't know what's going to want to happen in this next one. It could be that now Koi have found their legs. They put the pressure onto Astronomic and they maintain that and they don't let them get out of that sticky situation.
Yeah, well, absolutely could be. It could be that, and if they can do that, if they can keep that pressure on them, then they are going to be looking really, really good. I always think this is a game of that kind of pressure. You can really see it in that way. You can see it, Koi putting down the pressure on Astronomic when things started changing. You can see they couldn't quite hold it down. We are back once again. Who is going to take it? Who is going to take the first joust? It is going to be Koi. Straight upfield for an attack, just missing the disc, but the disc is open. No! They shoot the disc at the goal, and the defenders get there just in time to get a save. And a return fire. But again, just missing it. The shot from both sides, no goal scored yet.
Here we are in the second round. There's no goals scored yet. Koi are moving this forward, though. There's one player back stopping that. No, there's 2 players back. There's one sat in goal, solidly defending against those long point threes that we know Koi can hit. But saying that, so can Astronomic. Both teams here are high caliber, capable of hitting these long shots, and it's a real threat the defense has to deal with here as Stupid Raz moving to the bubble right now and has a standout goalie tempting. His chances are just dinging the way he did not want that to go, but Koi clean up there. Pass over to Alpha Ball. Up to Sinnoh, and that's him. Go on, Reddit.
Oh, look at that. That is the first time this game we've seen Koi on top. The first time. Through everything here. That's right, put on those glasses. You guys can't see it, but I can see it. Mitch's got on his glasses. He's going to analyze this game right now because this is one to watch. Because right now, it is close. They're shooting shots. Stupid! There's lots of those stupid right now. As they swing that one around, and that means they are going to be not just on top, but 4 points up from being 1 point behind at best last time. At worst, 10 points down. Now 4. As you said it. It's a momentum shift. You said that 3 rounds there for a reason, and this is why.
This is why indeed. Look at this. 4 points down. Astronomic find themselves as they are coming out now, dealing with the pressure of Koi. And Glacier is inverted up higher, getting the pass over to Halo. Halo's been a decent scorer in this game so far. Sends it back over to Ruskin. Ruskin set up on Bowtie, challenged by Sinner in the face. Send it over to Glacier, and Glacier puts that in. No issue with that. That is 2 points on the board in the second round for Astronomic.
Yeah, 2 points on the board. Their first 2, which is good for them. Definitely good for them. They cannot let Koi run away with momentum this early on. But so much time here. So much time. So many chances. As they do work it up again. Oh, that stack was on Watchdog. Absolutely hounding him. But instead it is going to be able to keep it away for long enough. As Stupid Raz working upfield. Take your time. Really do not want to lose this one. They're really, really playing it safe. And they're close. Those 2 players were close to each other, and the stack in between them, but they're able to hold them off for long enough. Go for the stun, does not quite work out, and they are going to go for an attack anyway. as Alpha looks to the attack lane, shooting underneath on the backboard, swing, a dodge, and a stun comes out from Astronomic, holding them off with some beautiful defense.
Yeah, Koi were looking very comfortable in the offense there, but Astronomic had something to say about it, reading it and defending very well, quickly getting the game all the way up into Koi's bubble and putting that away. Momentum Mori 55 puts that in, assist by Glacier. Astronomic equals out the game. It is 4-4 in this second round with 6 minutes 30 seconds to go.
Yeah, 60 seconds. Wait, 6 minutes to go. 6 seconds?
Yeah,
6 minutes to go. Plenty of time. 4-4. Oh, even game becomes an uneven one like that. Koi was on top 4-0. And Astronomic said, hey, we don't want that. Stop. And I took it back. And straight away, bam, goal, bam, goal, and another third one in a row. 6 points recovered just like that in the last couple of minutes. Means they are back on top once again. If they can hold it out for another 5 minutes, 55 seconds, they are going to be taking this game away. But there go again. They shoot their shot, and Sinner scores that one in. That is going to be back to 6-all once again, neck and neck. And I want to point something out here real quick. This is the loser bracket. Now, I'm pretty sure it's right. I'm going to double check that I'm not crazy here. But yeah. The loser here is out. This is all to play for. Whichever team loses here is going to be out of finals for good. Completely gone. In the next 5 minutes, if Astronomic win again, that is going to be it for Koi. It's all to play for.
Yeah, thank you for reminding us. That really just added the pressure as Alpha Wolf puts that in, assist by Watchdog. That is another, is that 2? 2 points for the side of Koi, putting them in the lead here. There is 5 minutes left on the clock. It does mean a lot to them. They don't want to be knocked out this early in the finals. Both teams have something to prove. Astronomic being the new kid on the block, they want to show that they belong here, up here with the big dogs. Speaking of dogs, Watchdog and Alpha Wolf having a great game so far. Alpha Wolf getting it forward to Schubert Raz, over to Sinner. Sinner looking at that goal with a goldie in it, moving in, going for the 2, but the stat on the side of Astronomic has something to say about that, stunning him out. Astronomic now looking to play, but Schubert Raz does just clean that up, and Astronomic are clearing this out again.
Clearing it out once again, going for the attack. They are in the behind right now. They're behind by 2 points. The goal's open! The stat gets there in time, just at the last second, but just not quite in place to save that disc. Instead, it goes straight in. The 3 points, bringing back Astronomic from 2 behind to 1 in the lead. This is going to be a wild 4 minutes here. As again, they come out. Koi trying to pull this one back.
Yeah, Alpha Wolf sending this through, picked up on the backline by Astronomic. We have momentum more again over to Ruskin. Ruskin looking for the players. Glacier and Mori are set up. They are stacked and they are ready, but Ruskin is choosing to take their time, being 1 point up, making sure when he does clear it, it's the right time, and it was the right time right there. Glacier does pick that up, taking their chances there. It bounces around the bubble and picked up again by Glacier, choosing to reset it back to Halo. Halo moving in, faking once, sending over to Ruskin. Ruskin reading the pass up high right with Momentum Mori, but choosing to send it down to Halo. Halo moving towards the goal right now. There is a goalie in there, and he looks for the angle, finds the angle, and sends that in. That was beautiful to see. Halo putting that in, assist by Ruskin.
That was beautiful. That was a nice shot there. That was a nice one to get another 2 points on the board, and now they are 3 points up. That is 6 in a row once again. The Astronomic special, as they are looking very clean right now, but can they keep it together? Can they keep it coming? Stupid Raz now taking up fields, trying to get back on top. Sinner under pressure, gets stunned out again, and does lose that disc. Recovered again by Alpha, but straight back into the hands of Mori. Pressure is on right now. They're working up. Oh, losing the disc there. Working back upfield is Koi, trying to get an attack, but they need to get one coming very, very soon. They cannot let themselves behind for these next 2 minutes, or they are going to be out of the entire finals. This shot could be bad for them. They do miss that one. That is a lucky break for Koi, and they cross that field again, going for another attack.
Yes, one of the other teams in this tournament is nothing to lose, but here we are with Koi, and they do have something to lose. They have their reputation on the line here. They are a tried and true master tier team, and right now it's not looking good for them. They some work to do as Alpha Wolf does juke around on the backboard, tries to get it in, and it's not going the way he hoped it would, as Sinner does retrieve this and looks to reset it back to Stupid Raz, who moves in now. Cannot waste too much time here. They are 3 points down. They do need to get some points on the board, and that is exactly what they do. Assist by Sinner into Watchdog. Right place, right time, putting it in, making it look easy. Let's see if they can continue this as we have 1 minute 40 seconds left on the clock.
Damn, you're right, man. You're right. Right place, right time. That is absolutely what counts. But can they keep it up? Can they get another one? 90 seconds to go. 90 seconds to get another 2-point goal. Or any goal. Any goal at all. We're looking at the territory now where it looks like we're not going to get an OT. Instead, someone is going to win in this next 1 minute and 10 seconds. Who is it going to be? As they go for another attack here, it could be bad for them. They get a goal, but no! Astronomic was looking so good, but the lovely save there from Raz. A beautiful defense. Could have bought them a second chance at life. They shoot. Bouncing around, not going over there with the player there. The goal is open. They ready? They take time. They shoot the backboard, and they score it in. Alpha Wolf gets the 3 points to put them 2 points up right now. That is a game changer right there. As now, 4 seconds to go. There is time. They're going to have 30 seconds for Astronomic to get another goal back again, or it's going to be them on the back foot, back to 1 round each. Can they do it right now?
Alpha Wolf, you had me on the edge of my seat there. Why did he take his time with that? He does put it in, and he does put him in the lead there. And also shout out to Stupid Raz and that phenomenal save. I really felt the nerves there. If I was in that situation, I would be a little bit uncomfortable. But he pulled the save off and managed to convert it into an opportunity for the team.
Oh.
And speaking of the team right now, they are still pushing forward. They being Koi, who are now losing possession now. Momentum Mori does get hold of it. But Stupid Raz again has something to say about that. Stopping that situation escalating, and Koi win the round.
That's it. That is it. Koi takes the round. 1 to Astronomic, 1 to Koi. Now we're in that beautiful 3rd round that we all know, that we all love. The pressure is high. You're right. You're absolutely right. Everyone's saying it here, and you, Mitch, as well. That amount of pressure you must feel when someone's coming at you. They're 1 point ahead already, only in the last minute, and they are in the bubble, swinging a disc at you. The ability to then save it, send it away, take it down below, and then look up at that goal, shoot the shot, and not miss. Because you can imagine the pressure. Like, you know how it is, right? You've got disc in hand, the goal is there, everything matters. Immediately, you can just forget to throw. You can overshoot slightly. The little tiny changes can throw you right off. So keeping that cool head and being able to get that free in anyway, that is incredible. And that was absolutely what got them that round back once again from the absolute brink of the abyss back into a chance here of this 3rd round.
Yeah, spot on, Reddit. That pressure, I just wanted to bring that up again. Anyone who's watching this, if you're an Echo player, or if you've just played any sport, say you don't even play Echo, but you've played competitive sports before, that pressure is just heightened significantly when you're in goal and someone's coming towards you to score. And it means so much. If you let this in, like, it's cost you the finals. And for Stupid Raz to deal with that so beautifully. But here we are, coming into the final round now. It's 1-1. It's all to play for us. Astronomic come in astronomically quick there. What a headbutt. Koi looking to clean this up. Astronomic again at the upper hand. But Koi are defending strongly. Alpha Wolf holding this now. Clearing this through. Do we have a Koi stack to collect this? We don't, because Momentum Mori is there to get a hand on it. Getting it through mid. Clear through. No one to pick this up. We nearly had Watchdog picking this up for that open 3. It wasn't collecting. The Stupid Raz holds this, sending it forward to Sinner. Sinner looking at a goal which is now solidly defended by Astronomic. They are playing so very aggressively. Pardon my language there. Momentum Mori clearance through. Sorry. Getting into it too much.
Too much, way too much. Back up and down. No, I get gold. But that is going to be another attack coming in right now. They get it away. They clear it out of the bubble. Under pressure, Mori is able to save it back though and go for another attack. They swing. Oh, Ruskin saving that one. Going for another swing here. We're 1 minute into the round. No one scored yet. They shoot and they ding it away. Instead, it isn't get recovered once again. Astronomic wants their first point of the game to be theirs, and they are really putting in the effort to make sure it happens. As we said, the loser of this round is out of finals. Completely out. Oh, and it looks like right there, maybe the fourth, maybe the fifth attack they made, but the one they really controlled. Astronomic takes their first 2.
Astronomic, the new kids on the block, are making Koi sweat here. They're making them sweat as Koi prepare now for their possession joust. Coming out now, we have Alpha Wolf collecting this QB, sending it over to Stupid Raz, who takes their time underneath the left trap, backing out, reading the play, trying to find the right pass. And the right pass he does find with Watchdog, who swims forward slowly, waiting for that stat pressure that does eventually come in. Alpha Wolf collects this again, looking for the self pass, but it's read by Momentum Mori, throwing this forward. They are still stacked. Glacier, Mori, stack, move forward and make it happen. That is something I do want to point out. Glacier and Mori's chemistry in this game. I don't remember particularly noticing that in the earlier game, but this one particularly, like they together, they are so tight. Their passes, their assists are really good to watch.
Yeah, they really are. They're tight. They're really, really clean. And that's the kind of thing that can absolutely make or break a number of plays and consistency throughout. But, surprise, going for an attack. Swinging around there on the floor. Sinner dodges past the Watchdog, but the block gets in the way. Can they recover in time? They can, just in that moment. Swing up to the top. Alpha diving in. Oh, the stun. Mori coming out with that one, not letting him get close. Instead, they are going to get it away as Halo sends upfield. All the way, caught in hand by no one. Caught in hand by Glacier. They block it, they swing it, they score it once in again. 6-0, 3 minutes down. Astronomic is on a roll.
Glacier's having a phenomenal game on the side of Astronomic. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think this is Glacier's first time competing at this kind of level, competing in a master tier match, like official in the league. And he's really shown up for it. He's really been, I guess, practicing with the team and making sure he has that chemistry to make this happen. He finds himself as a very high scorer. But here we are with Koi with a chance, but defended very well by Astronomic. Koi have possession again. Stupid Raz getting it over to Sinner. Sinner moving into the bubble right now, looking for the pass with Alpha Wolf. Doesn't need it. Sends that straight in. Stupid Raz gets the assist there. That is the first goal in the third round for Koi.
Yeah, the first one here, the ever important goal that can change things around for them, because they cannot let Astronomic get us away. Because seriously, this is all we play for. They play the entire season for this. You put in so much time, so much effort, and it comes into these last 6 minutes here of who is going to keep going and who is going to be out right here, right now. As Ruskin with the disc, taking their time, pass it around, going for an attack there. Mori, go for the backboard shot, and the backboard shot is going to go in. Mori shooting and scoring that too. 6 points once again. Astronomic really getting the consistent plays right now. Again and again. Really, 64% of the shots taken. That just shows, I mean, they're getting it, they're shooting it, they're getting it, they're shooting it, they're getting it and shooting it. And when that happens enough, it's going to go in. Oh, what save, what recovery, and what a goal again from Mori. That is how you do it. That is how you put it straight back once again, taking it and scoring it in just the first few seconds of that one. 6 seconds after the gates opened.
Yeah, Astronomic, all 4 players on the roster here today, proving they belong to play at this level. They've turned up and they are showing up. Great play by Mori there. And this is a pass over to Stupid Raz again, but they've done that joust maybe one too many times now, as Astronomic do read that joust pass down to Stupid Raz in the trap, intercept it, and Astronomic find themselves in possession again. Ruskin passing down to Glacier along the floor, and Glacier, the player with a very high close rate in this game so far, doesn't quite put it off there. The defense of Koi is woken up, and Sinner looking to clear this through, but Glacier, what's the saying? I've forgotten. Halo, holding this now. Looking for the next pass. Leave me alone. Ruskin set up for the pass. Ruskin is stunned out, but the decoy may have paid off there. Ruskin picking it up anyway. Looking for the other pass with Halo still is open for it. Doesn't need it. Glacier inside pocket. Wow.
Wow, yeah, absolutely. A lovely one there. 10 points up. Really looking clean right now. 4 minutes to go. Gonna be hard to come back from. Quick update on your channel. See Blast versus Fireballs. Blast just won that one in 2. And we see the same here coming out from this team. Will they be able to get it cleanly? Not in 2, obviously, but will they be able to get it happening right now? As Ruskin take the shot at the goal of 3 points. Oh my god, we could be on for a mercy win right here, as we're now 13 points up for Astronomic, and they are starting to really pull us away.
Reto, you mentioned about consistency in this round. That is something that's interesting to see, because in the round before, we saw this almost landslide by Astronomic, and then a counter force by Koya coming in the other way. But in this round, we haven't seen that counter force, and this slow crawling forward by Astronomic has just continued deep into this third round as Watchdog on Koya, pass over to stupid Raz. Koya looking to set something up, so they get it forward too. Alpha Wolf just slipping out, potentially tracking or something like that, because he does lose that, and that is a vulnerable spot as an Astronomic shot nearly went in there, just clipping the shield. Koya defending here, Astronomic to get a steal there. Sinner picking this up right now and beaten to it again by Astronomic, moving towards the bubble. There is a stack prepared back, looking for this clear potentially. Glacier and Mori, the golden stack we've seen so far in this game, isn't enough for Sinner.
Oh!
Does send that through, just bouncing out.
Yes, so very close there. Stupid Raz though, going for the pass, going for the attack. Upside down, they shoot! They shoot the ding! That is so unlucky. Stupid Raz does recover it in time and is going to go back for another pass here. Working up, taking the time. Passing down below to Alpha. Alpha goes to swing, but they get stunned out once again. They shoot! And a Watchdog this time does get that one in. Watching another goal come as they're now 4-15. 4-15. 11 points difference. With 2 minutes to go, it's possible to bring it back. We saw Gravity to do the same thing, but it's going to be so hard.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. It's going to be hard to do, but I mean, if people watching this, if you're watching this right now, like, be aware of what's going on here. This is the new team. The new team has turned up, built a roster, and just upsetting a veteran master tier team like this, being 11 points up. This is like, look, see what's happening right now. Halo picking this up for Astronomic, passing it over to Ruskin. Ruskin's beaten by stupid Raz, but does get the pass off in time. And then to Mori sending this nice and deep, but Koya is picking this up, trying to clear this forward, and that is a loose disc.
Yep, a loose disc there, bouncing around. A Sinner with it. Oh, the headbutt though! That could be throwing it off course, but doesn't quite. The headbutt does send it off, but they recover. They're good. They take it, they shoot the free, they score the free. Now, really climbing back up once again. 8 points up. Still, definitely a huge difference. Can they come back from it? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But they are pulling it back so well. There's just not enough time maybe to get all of it back.
Yes. Astronomic coming in right now, beating to it. The defense of Koya are here to play. Clearing this all the way through to Sinner. Sinner, is that an open goal? If it is, it's in. Sinner puts those in. Half court. That is 32 meters away. Well, I mean, look at the scores now. Look at the score. Like, scoring these threes back to back, it really pulls you back into the game, even when it's looking dire. Like, it was looking very dire a few minutes ago, but actually, no, saying that, I've just realized the time. There's 10 seconds left. It's not possible to bring it back, but sorry for getting everyone a bit excited.
There's time. Yeah, there's not time in here unless they get 5 points in the next 1 second, and they cannot. With that, Astronomic takes the third round away here. They had round 1 in the bag. They didn't quite get round 2. Koya fought that one back, and a little bit of a standstill in round 3. But Astronomic eventually, through all those efforts, pulled it away and took this game. They won the entire thing here, knocking out Koya. So they're going to go on to the next round. They'll be here again tomorrow playing more matches. We're not going to see them again today, though. And we won't be seeing Koya again at all, because they are kicked out of this matchup. It's been honestly a lovely match here. We have another one in just 10 minutes here. It's going to be Fire Entrance versus Nothing to Lose. It is going to be a really good one. Money, any last words you want to say about the game?
Just really quick, I'll just say that Astronomic played phenomenal here, and it just speaks to all the other. Say you're playing Echo Arena and you're not quite at a master tier level, but you've got a little team. You've been playing week in, week out. These things happen. You turn up, you play a lot, you practice, put the work in, and you'll be like Astronomic here, turning up and causing problems for these master tier teams.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You can see you here in the next one. In the arena, playing these teams. But right now, we will be seeing, don't forget, it's going to be Nothing to Lose versus Fire Entrance. That was right. Fire Entrance, Nothing to Lose in just 10 minutes. We'll see you back here. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, chat.
And hello there, everyone. Welcome to the final matchup of the night here. It's going to be a good one. We're saving well, not saying best to last. We are saving definitely a fantastic match to the last. I'm Reset Worm here. Got Money Mitch on the sideline here. Well, one sideline, casting, and one of the T-Man on the cams. Here's what you're here to see. It's Fire Entrance versus Nothing to Lose. Two formidable teams here who both already played a matchup. Both of them did unfortunately lose their first matchup. They were knocked down by some fantastic opponents. Fire Entrance knocked down on here earlier by Team Gravity, and Nothing to Lose being knocked away by Scuffed. Another fantastic team. So, all to play for. Like the last game, whoever loses this is out. The winner stays on and gets to fight for their place another day, but the loser will be done. So, it is a really, really important one. To go over everything, if you've missed any of the games so far, we've seen earlier Blast winning 2-0 against Koi. We saw Fireballs able to get just ahead of Astronomic 2-1. And then we get Nothing to Lose, losing against, we said. And of course, Fire Entrance losing to Gravity. And then moving on to the next round, Blast beat Fireballs 2-0. A really, really lovely victory that is going to send them straight to semifinals against the winner of Scuffs and Team Gravity that will be coming up right now on that channel. So those two are going to be the ones in the semi-finals in a minute. But right now, we have more games for you. It is this one. Whoever loses this is knocked out. So it's a really, really important one here. Right, Mitch, what are you thinking? You've seen these teams play already. Both of them. In fact, I've watched both of them play on here. You've seen them. Who do you think is better odds of coming out on top? Why?
Well, first of all, loser brackets are always interesting. Loser bracket, like the first loser bracket match, because it means that both teams have already played just one match prior, and they're not looking to get like kicked out immediately. It's a bit of a godsend, like a second chance to come back and say, okay, like you should be knocked out. We're giving you a second go, and this is what's going on right now in the heads of these 8 players as they are facing off here in this loser bracket. So your question was, what do I make of it? Where do I see this going? I feel like Nothing to Lose, despite the name, they have something to lose here. They have their, like, correct me if I'm wrong, this is their first finals
it is.
playoffs.
Sure it is.
They haven't done this in season 5 or whatever. So it's their first time competing here. They want to show that their grind through the tiers, they've gone up from bronze, silver, gold, what's the other ones, platinum, diamond, all the way up to this kind of level. They've been grinding, and at every point they had the risk of becoming a journeyman, the term for a team that doesn't really progress, they get stuck. They had the risk of that happening to them, and we're moving up, and here they are in the finals for season 6. They are looking to do well here. As for Fire Entrance, again, not really again, they're a little bit different where they're a bit newer. These are seasoned players, but as a team together, it's kind of an event to see them lined up side by side competing tonight.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be an event. Honestly, I'm actually really pumped. The last one of the night is definitely looking like we're going to have a good one. I've got my tea ready. So as the last seconds come, we're going to cheers that. We are going to be ready watching the first team ready up. In a moment, the second one will be ready. And the neutral joust will come out. I also was going to say, real quick, I thought they were going to be nervous. I thought they were going to be stressing out here. I watched in the arena. They were dancing in the middle. So we've got the optimism, we've got the energy, which is exactly what we want to see from these guys coming into this last one. That mental game is strong. Will they keep it together? Let's see the first neutral joust coming out right now.
And lights out and away we go. We have I actually missed who got the headbutt there, but Angry Fire does pick this up for Nothing to Lose. Throwing this through, Shepard picking this up, looking for the 3-point long shot, just dinging a tad too high there. As Fire Entrance are looking to be the first, but making off, says no, I'm going to get a little bit of a leech to get to the disc first. He does get to disc first and sends it down to his teammate, which is Not Blue. Not Blue scaling up the wall on the right side, finding the pass up high with making off, who sinks that in 26 seconds into the first round. Nothing to Lose, find themselves 2 points up.
Yeah, almost instantly. 2 points up. That is what they want to do. They want to come into this one strong because they need this right now. They need to get it going. They need to stay ahead. Obviously, here means their entire season of work ends right here. They want to keep going. They want to get all the way through. They don't want to be knocked out. And so you're going to see some real high pressures on this matchup as working up here, their sausage with the disc. Working around, juking around, passing around. They recover it over there to teammates. Here it is. Then Danmac. Danmac, who, shout out, birthday today apparently. Say hi birthday, Danmac. But will they get the birthday win? Or will they be knocked out? As Skag takes a disc and tries to work it back once again.
Skag picking this up right now, sending this very deep through. Potentially picked up by one. Oh, and it is picked up by a fire entrance here. Danmac holding this now, moving in, finding a cut with Itras. Itras deciding to send it back. Smart decision back to Nugget. We had Skag sending it over to Danmac. Danmac, birthday boy, looking for the next pass. He gets over to Skag. Skag moving in, taking that shot on the stunned goalie. It didn't go. I believe that was a headbutt save, but Sosig had something to say about that, putting that in. Equalizing the game here. That is 2-all.
2-all, absolutely coming out here. Right out of the gates, no one is taking a definitive lead. I want to point out again, for anyone who missed it, at this point in the game, Gravity had 10 points on the second round, right? So to see a nice even 2-all, definitely a good sign. They've got a very, very evenly matched game right now. But will it stay that way? A shot then didn't go in. A shot now. Joe saved by the goalie. It is saving that top pocket. Taking it to the stack, and the stack chasing it down, trying to get their own goal. As they juke around, they shoot.
Oh my!
Get the wrong free. Danmac fires that one in like a little bullet. 5-2.
Yeah, phenomenal save. Phenomenal save. Reading the top pocket. Shot coming in by Itras, I believe. Getting that forward, and now we have a shot going in. Bottom pocket. On the side of fire entrance, they are showing that they belong at this level as we have nothing to lose coming out now. Shepard 23 holding this and beaten to it by Danmac. Danmac sinks that in like he does it every day. That's 3 points more on the board for fire entrance.
It is 3 points more. Definitely starting to gain a bit of a lead here. Looking a little bit scary. Nothing to lose. Definitely, as you said, a lot to lose right now because they need to keep this on their side. They cannot let fire entrance run away with it. They can't let them do that. Don't let them do that. Don't let them take the disc away from you and get those frees because you give them a chance, they're going to do it. And they're proving it right there. And there comes the pause. I'm going to bet money on it. I don't even know who did it right yet. It's going to stay on the screen in a sec. I bet money that is going to be nothing to lose because, as you said, so they need to make sure they don't let fire entrance run away with it. Fire entrance, if they get momentum, bam, they're going to take it, they're going to keep getting it, they're going to get a mercy at this rate. Definitely a pause to reset that, reset the mental game, work out what they're doing. Definitely a good plan.
Yep. Speaking of plan, they do need to work on... I don't know if what they're doing now, they just need to double down on that or they do need to switch it up. But it feels and looks brutal when a team is countering your QBs like that, reading that first pass, and then just absolutely punishing you like they're fully capable of doing. It's very demoralizing to be on the receiving end of that back-to-back freeze. Like that last one, 4 seconds. That took 4 seconds. Brutal. Imagine that, coming out the tunnel, like your full strategy from the tube, you're coming out, okay, QB's got the disc, okay, I'm in this tunnel, over. 4 seconds. By the time you've looked at the QB person throwing the disc out, it's over. It's demoralizing.
Yeah, absolutely. And demoralizing, name of the game, because the mental game is so important with this kind of stuff. And once you get a team who starts getting a lead, you can get them, just keep on coming with it. Because, confidence, right? Confidence is the key thing. One team starts to overthink things, get a little bit stressed out. The other team can take advantage, press down on them, start attacking them, take advantage of mistakes they make. They'll make more mistakes, take more advantage of them. It just builds and builds and builds until you end up in a situation where you go from 2-all to 11-2 in just a couple of minutes. Literally 1 minute 20. 1 minute 20 ago. 1 minute 20 ago, they were on 2-all. Right? And now it's 2-11. Storming ahead. Calm down, please, fire entrance. And they are honestly looking really, really strong right now. Definitely the pause. Is so important. So how far into the pause are we right now? How long do we have to think about it? There you go. They're unpausing right now. So taking their time. They're taking a little break. They're taking a little breather and a little bit of strategizing. Can they use that time to get them back on top? We'll have to do it right now. Because if they come out of this tube and they lose the disc again, they could be in a real bad spot.
Okay, Shepard here is as QB getting over to Angry Fire, resetting it straight back to Shepard. Shepard getting it back over to Angry Fire, finding the pass over on the right, but not collected by Not Blue. And that is through. Skag picking this up for the side of Fire Entrance. Nothing to lose. They're probably sweating a little bit, but they do pick this disc up. Angry Fight clearing this through, and do we have a nothing to lose player to receive that? Angry Fight receives their own clear, putting that in for 2 more points on the board for nothing to lose. This is looking hopeful for them. What do you think, Retip?
I think you're right. Definitely looking good as they are right now. How many minutes? I'm trying to remember. 5 minutes? Nearly. 4 minutes since their last goal. And then they've just added it right after the break, another one. So definitely a good sign, because we saw 9 points in a row, no, 11 points in a row unanswered from Fire Entrance. But that is way too many to let them have. So breaking that up, so good. Can they keep breaking it? They can! Makes off with the disc right there, makes off their chances of a goal, and makes off with a little attack. Can they keep it going? The stun is out. Angry Fish takes it down, but not in time. Angry Fight misses that one. The stun comes out, and instead they are going to get sent away. Recovered by nothing to lose. We're going to try and send upfield and get their own attack going.
Yep. Nothing to lose, looking to try and get an attack going. But to do that, they're going to need a bit of possession, which they are still fighting for. Not Blue just being out of reach of that. Shepard working hard to try and fight for possession there. But Fire Entrance are just one step ahead there, working their way all the way up the field and putting that in. They are to 13-4. What's that? That's 9 points ahead now. That's quite a lead. There's time for it. It's still early. It's still the first round. And it's kind of bizarre how Retip earlier you were saying, oh, look at this score. It's 2-2. This is way more balanced.
Cast is cursed, man. Cast is cursed. Whatever you say will not happen every time. They'll absolutely work to counter you, to prove you wrong. Oh, lovely 3-pointer. Bounces once and twice past the goal, but they do recover it instead and send that one in. Now, a ridiculous 11 points up once again. 4 minutes to go. We're looking like Fire Entrance is going to take the round, unless something changes here. And something can change. Something can change so easily. Will they let it? Nothing to lose. Coming out. Trying again.
And to be honest, obviously it matters. You don't want to be losing, but it is only the first round. I mean, nothing to lose can continue just to feel it out and read the game, perhaps try a couple different things and throw Fire Entrance off. But regardless, here we are with nothing to lose, taking a shot, and that's red on the backline. Idris, another clutch save coming through. Trying to clear it through, doesn't quite get the clear out. Skag picking this up right now, sending it over to the right tunnel, and that is good because they did have a stack prepared. Danmac and Sosig towards that. Sosig does pick it up. There is one person in his face, but it doesn't matter. He gets the pass straight over to Danmac. Danmac, birthday boy, puts that in. That's 2 more points for the side of Fire Entrance.
Yeah, 2 more points. 2 more points closer to a win right here. If they can keep this up, they're going to be in a really good spot at the end of this. Momentum on their side, points on their side. Really looking kind of clean. That we need to see right now. Nothing to lose. Coming out. There's a disc. Work up for a field. A one-on-one at the goalie, and they take that one in right before the stack takes it. They do get another point. Now 11 points behind again. We've seen that 11-point difference 3 times now. Really hard to see which way it's going to go. Sure, but they got 11 points. They've definitely kept it. They're not gaining any extra at the minute. This round might go to enough Fire Entrance if they keep this up. But it does not mean the next one will, because of how differently it's already going and how different it can go in the next couple of minutes. But it can go different right now. So now to wait to a new round. They can take the disc back right away. They do. They take the disc away right away, instantly recovering it in hand, charging outfield with it. Angry Fight, sending it up. Oh, right towards the goal, but Danmac is there to save it and send it away where it came from.
Yeah, nothing to lose. They're finding these angles now. They're playing a bit more aggressively. They're collecting their possession and they're using it correctly and in a strategic, smart way. But Fire Entrance's pressure is just unrelenting, and then they're converting. They create their own opportunities for themselves, and then they use them well and close. But here we have making off, clearing this forward, and the defense of Fire Entrance. RO8 defending well as making off picks this up again, moving forward for The pass, that's a great feed forward to Shepard. Shepard does his job very well, collecting 2 more points for nothing to lose.
2 more on the board, back to a 9-point difference. Oh, okay. So with 1 minute 30, they can come back. They can actually get 9 points in 1:30. 30 seconds per goal. So doable. You've got the time. But they'll need to start right now, and they'd have to play a perfect game. I mean, perfect, to make it happen. They cannot let Fire Entrance waste the time, burn the time down. As they are right here, they go for an attack, they push it straight back where it came from. The pressure is on, but Fire Entrance is doing a lovely job of avoiding it as they go for a little reset. Passing back, passing the field again, going dodge, a swing. Oh, a stun comes out. Means they aren't going to lose the disc here, but it might be too late. That attack might have done enough on its own.
It's fit in a tad too late, but nothing to lose. Did some great defense there. They try and get this through, but possibly forced a bit too much. As Itris again says no, denying many shots here. He's definitely doing his part for the team for Fire Entrance. And Sosig getting the stuns off, working his way into the bubble, juking the players and cleaning up. When you do have a league like this, it does afford you the opportunity to be a bit more flashy. And Sosig is doubling down on that, juking a couple players and putting that in for the team. Wow.
Yeah, looking real clean right there. That is going to be coming in the last 10 seconds of the round. Too late to recover. And oh no! Pressure getting to them absolutely as you see those players there. All but one hitting the tunnel tube. The mistake they should not be making and would not make this rank normally from that pressure. I think that's definitely a good point for them to have the round end. A ridiculous 11 points up once again. Really, really clean. Fire Entrance, take that round away. Like, confidence. Right? So much confidence. Forcing nothing to lose to make mistakes and really putting them on the back foot.
Yeah, I mean, they're just having a solid game. They're fully warmed up at this point, and they are just give them a little bit too much space, and they're just taking it, they're abusing it, and then they are just closing. They've got the talent on the team to finish off when they're given those opportunities, and that's what we're seeing back to back here. It's brutal to be on the receiving end of it, as I alluded to earlier, but it's how they're winning these games, and let's see if they can continue to do that going into the next game, because it looked like after the strategic pulls that we saw from Nothing to Lose, they I don't know what they've got up their sleeve. They could have some strategies for this exact kind of scenario when they're facing a team like this.
Honestly, they could, and it is the time to pull them out because they need to do it right now. They don't have time, right? If they lose and they're around, that's it, they're out. They don't have any more opportunities. It's worth pointing out here, this is a number 3 versus number 17. Right, number 3 being Fire Entrance. You can see the difference in their gameplay right now. It's just based on how clean Fire Entrance is. Nothing to Lose doing a fantastic job. Right, they can really clean attack, some really clean defense. Fire Entrance just clean it at the minute though, and they show it right away with a lovely immediate neutral joust, taking this, slapping it to the second stack, and then charging upfield with it. And Danmark jukes it into the goal. Not a second wasted.
Not a second wasted. That was 9 seconds to put that in. Danmark collecting 2 points early in the second round. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for Nothing to Lose, but let's see how they play coming up right now. We have Shepard picking this up. Shepard doesn't quite get the first pass off. It's picked up in the middle there by the stat of Fire Entrance. Fire Entrance looking to pick this up. We have Sosig getting a pass over to Danmark. Danmark juking, taking the time. Once you have a player through with the disc on the backboard, it's pretty dire. It's pretty hard to stop it. And this is what Fire Entrance are managing to do. That's not the first time they've done that as well. In the first round, I believe they had a few times to get through like that and utilize the juking on the backboard.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did, and they have used it really quite effectively. Oh no! Again! Nothing to lose. Feeling the pressure, pushing forward a little bit too early, and accidentally hitting that barrier once again. Really unfortunate. Just showing right now the pressure they are under. They're making these kinds of mistakes, right? You never normally make them. You know they don't make them in normal games. You know that when it's finals, when everything matters, that's when all these mistakes are made 10 times worse, 10 times more likely, and they do come out as a clear. Send it on back where it came from. Nice. Oh, not quite recovery though. Unfortunately, they go straight through. No, that's so unlucky. Nothing to lose. As Skag immediately takes advantage of the disc not being caught there. Slippery fingers, slippery disc, and a slippery little ceiling. As instead, they take it 7-0.
Yeah, that's tough. That was 11-meter distance 3-pointer there. That was right on the perimeter of the bubble. Nothing to lose coming out right now. Shepard picking this up. Finding the first pass, and he doesn't find it. It's read by Itris.
Oh!
Reading that tunnel pass, but making off does read the situation there. Getting the distance, sending a long shot in, just dinging. That could have been critical to their second round here. That could have been all important as Angry Fight gets a very, very fast slap there. Sends it over, but it is picked up by Itris again. Itris, phenomenal defense here. Definitely an asset to his teams. He gets it through to Damak. Damak looking for the long shot, turned clear. And Skag picks this up right now, looking for the backboard shot. It's just a tad too low. And Love to Lose get possession again.
Yep, possession once again. Going for a little push. Down below. There's Skag with the disc. Skag taking it in hand. Oh, fakes a pass, fakes a clear. Finds the entrance, but immediately it is closed off by Nothing to Lose. Stack go for shot, does not go in this time. Sent away. We're really seeing a lot of attacks Nothing to Lose being held off by Fire entrance. Like a seriously strong defense there. They work it up. That's what counts, right? If you can't score goals, you cannot get goals, you cannot get wins, you cannot get ahead anyway. And if that kind of defense stopping them, that kind of defense and that kind of offense, it is so hard to resist them because they have now 9-0. Like a crazy number of points to build up on to not give a single opportunity to the opponents to get any.
Yeah, Fire Engine's just showing that they deserve to be here. They deserve to be in a competition like this. Unfortunately, getting beaten in the first round, but in the first match they had, but in the second one, they're showing like, no, look, we belong here. We belong in finals. We're going to win all of these games, and we're going to win them well in style. And this is what they're doing right now. But Shepard does pick this up for Nothing to Lose. Looking for the passes. They are looking at a 9-point deficit on the scorecard, making off. Look, moving into the bubble right now. 3 players is enough to stop him. As Sosig gets a steal, sends it over to Damak. Damak looking back, not looking for the shot, actually, assuming that it is covered. Finding a pass where we had Damak set up on Nest. He goes to try and make it look easy, but Angry Fight putting up a little bit of a fight here. Not Blue clearing this forward.
You're clearing it forward there, taking it in hand. Stolen back once again by Skag, who is going to go for a clear. Open goal opportunity for a second. They just miss that shot. Instead, it's going to bounce away. We are approaching the half-minute mark, the half-time mark. 5 minutes in, and just before that, they get another goal that takes them more than halfway to a mercy. Less than half-time gone, more than halfway to a mercy. They're looking incredibly strong right now. And if Nothing to Lose, can't change anything up in the next couple minutes, couple minutes, because beyond that, it's going to be too late. So they can't change things up right now. They're going to be out of finals completely.
Yeah, that is what's on the line here. As Making Off tries to clear this through, but Skag is defending incredibly well, putting up his shielding, stunning out a player that was defending him, stopping him to get through that. However, Angry Fight does get a hand and they get forward to Shepard. Shepard over to Not Blue. Not Blue taking their chances there, dinging the wrong way. That is unfortunate. These kind of long shots, those opportunities that they take, these counters, this is what's pivotal to the game. And if they're missing those, it's going to cost them. It's going to cost them, and it's not easy because of the kind of pressure that they're in right now, looking at this 11-point deficit on the scoreboard.
Yeah, 11 points. That's a scary number when you're already 1 round down. But they're going again. Sausage down below. Going for a swing. Taking their time, duking around a little bit of a block there to make sure they don't get stunned out, and then Skag just walks that one and sends it into the goal. A lovely bit of teamwork with that one player, Sausage, able to block the goalie and bring a defender into the goal together to really get them a lovely bit of coordination. That is a beautiful way to get a goal secured. And definitely seeing the heat really being turned up right now, Nothing to Lose. As Angry Fight works the field. Not Blue, passing down below. Go for bounce. Does not go in just yet. So it's going to be Skag with it in hand. Looking to get it cleared. It is go down there. Should that teammate just miss, though? Just out of hand. As they go for another attack. This could be it. This could be another one. Sausage takes the 1v3 and storms with it. That is going to be 15-0.
15-0. Fire entrance. What an entrance to this tournament. They little rocky start there with the first match, but they're really showing up here with these drastic goal differences here. This is Shepard now on the QB, taking their time, getting over to Angry Fight, who's set up on Cloud, getting over to the left, Tunnel, making off, moving backwards now, back to Shepard. Shepard finding the next pass while having Sussex right in his face there, causing problems. Skag and Itris have received that, and they're throwing it forward, looking to collect it again. Angry Fight defending as much as they can, but it's all too much as Itris spins that into the goal there.
Okay, we are 3 points away from a Mercy win. We might see Nothing to Lose get Mercied out of the tournament. That would be crazy. That would be absolutely crazy to watch right here as they work once again. Here is their joust. They've not been able to get a goal this round. We've seen a really incredible game from Fire Entrance. Some beautiful defense. This could be where it changes. No, they on the disc, but the stack was just too quick from Fire Entrance. Shoot it free. It bounces down, not hitting in, so that would have been the game-ending shot. But instead, we recover it once again. Sausage for the disc. Down below. Shooting. Oh, they get the stun off there. The ender. They shoot the shot. Not going in. And a swing not going in. Again, a little spin. But they're trying to get that 3 point really. Because 1 3 point is how they get secure this. They go! But no! There's a lovely read from Shepard. They do not want to be mercy. They want to shoot this free. They do. And it bounces past. Not going in. They recover it. But the stun comes out just in time.
Yes, Nothing to Lose. They're really having a bit of a moment here, finding the connection on the passes and these attempts on the goal, not blue. Find themselves in the bubble, taking that shot, and that is in for Nothing to Lose. They can put points on the board, and yeah, they're pushing forward. I know it looks dire, but they're still turning up, they're still playing, and they're still in this finals.
Yep. They're breaking the silence there. They're coming out with their first goal of the round. Will it be enough? Will it be enough to prevent this Mercy win coming? Because it's coming at them fast right now. There is a 3 point that did not quite go in. It was so close. The Skag stops on the spot. Find the buzzer teammate. A little swing round. The goalie is stunned out, and Danmac gets another goal in there. The birthday boy getting his birthday goal. But here it is. Once again, 1 3 point is going to win this game as a Mercy. Can they do it? Or will Fire Entrance, will Nothing to Lose get this last free? No! There it is! That's a shot! Not going in. They're going to sit outside for the 3 points. Going to try and get goalie stunned, probably. Wait for it. Look for it here. There's the bounce! There's the Grammatic 3-pointer! Taken in there by Danmac. Given to him by his teammates, obviously, for that birthday to celebrate it. And that is definitely a way to celebrate the 3 points. Ending the entire game. Kicking out Nothing to Lose right there as Fire Entrance is going to go on to the next round. And oh my, what a game. What a game that was.
Yeah. It looked like at the end there, Fire Entrance were, as a team, they were giving a birthday gift to their birthday boy, Danmac, letting him have the Mercy goal there. And it was beautiful. So if you were following that to Danmac, caught the disc, was on post, backed up to Ghost, and then 2 of his teammates went in for the stun, opening it up, and he went for the backboard shot, bouncing. That was nice. That was nice to see.
That actually was honestly really nice. It's been a fantastic game, and a fantastic game to end a fantastic stream. Just to remind you guys of everything you've seen today, right? We've seen Blast winning the first game and second game, first against Corey, second against Fireballs, and making their way straight to the semi-finals where we'll see them next. Astronomic were not able to get a win on their first game. They did knock out Koi in the second, though, so they'll be there again tomorrow. We saw Scuffed smashing ahead as well of Nothing to Lose and going into their next round. And then Fire Entrance losing to Gravity. So Gravity looking really strong as well. Second round here, we've seen Koi, we've seen Nothing to Lose, both eliminated. And now, next up, we're going to have more games, more eliminations coming up tomorrow. First one we're going to have is going to be Fire Entrance versus Fireballs. Fire versus Fire here, and only one fireman can stay around, one fire team. The other one will be eliminated, along with elimination again, Astronomic versus another team, yet to be decided in another matchup. And of course, ending it out will be Blast versus another team still to be decided for that semi-final spot for the team that is going to be going ahead into the finals. It's going to be really good. It's going to be a really good day to watch. Definitely come back tomorrow for many more games. The times are, pre-show times are going to be 5:30 GMT. Yes? Time translator in my head? That is right. Tomorrow, 5:30, we're going to have the stream coming. 5:30 GMT. We're going to be back here again for the pre-show, running everyone through everything that's going to happen. And then there's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches. 5 matches total. 2 for the first game, this channel, and VML 2. And the next one will just be all on here for the next 3 matches in a row to get you those last games tomorrow to get ready for the finals the weekend after. It's going to be really good. Do not miss it. Come back here, watch the rest of them, and find out who is going to be making their way up into those top finals and who is going to get eliminated tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much, everyone, for coming to watch this season finals here for EU. We do, of course, have more finals coming up. We have done day 1 of OC. NA is later at a time that my voice in my ear will tell me is 8 p.m. Eastern. 8 p.m. Eastern for NA. And then, of course, tomorrow, more games. And then next weekend, the grand finals. Guys, there is still a matchup happening on VRML 2, which is currently going into its 3rd round. So I believe we'll be sending you guys over there. Scuffed won the first round, 21-2. Very nearly immersed against Gravity. And then Gravity pulled it back 12-10 in their 2nd round. A very, very close matchup there to see who is going to be going into the finals there against, or the semifinals against Blast. The loser will be jumping down to play Astronomic. Important matchup, so we'll get you there for the final round. But thank you guys so much for coming and watching. I've it well. This, of course, been Money Mitch. We have one of the team on the cams and things with us, helping run everything and create these gorgeous graphics you've been seeing the entire stream. Guys, show them the love. It's honestly been fantastic and amazing to see. We'll see you guys later for the NA. We'll see you tomorrow for the rest of the games. Next weekend for all the others. Enjoy it. We'll see you then.
6 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Asterion Products, VR Covered, ProTube VR, Arma.gg, Kiwi Design, Downpour Interactive, and VRware.net.
Bye.